Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris and Mark back with a World Cup watch-along, and we have Scotland versus Bruno Guimaraes' Brazil coming up very soon. Mark and I are in sync, ready to go for this game. It's going to be a really difficult game for Scotland, but I think, Mark, this will be quite a good game of football to watch, mate, won't it?
I hope it's a damn sight better than the shape we watched last night. That's
Can't be
for
worse.
sure.
Can't be worse.
That was appalling. I really hope. And I think I said earlier that I think Scotland have got a chance anyway going into this, and they'll be right at it. So yeah, it should be a good one.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get stuck into the lineups in a second. Just a little reminder, if you are just joining us, thank you very much. Good to see you. We are aware the two review lads are doing a watch along as well for the World Cup. So as we always say, thank you anyone who's jumped over and checked us out. Even if you're fleeting in and out and you're jumping back and forth, that's all good with us. It's not about the numbers. It's just about who wants to watch a bit of football with us in the night time as well, which is good. It's like a little watch party, isn't it? Except for we haven't got David Beckham or James Corden. It's just me and Mark. And I know who I'd rather watch football with, mate, to be honest with you, than them two, to be brutally honest with you. But we'll get stuck into that. A little reminder, if you haven't already, smash like and subscribe, help the channel grow. Obviously got a lot of Newcastle content coming back in the last few days. We had the Romano video earlier on today, which a lot of you watching agreed with my opinion on that. A good walk and talk coming out. I got baked in the sun, but I had a really good walk and talk, which I did find quite funny in terms of the acronym of the walk and talk section, which I won't spoil for you. I'll let you watch the video and have a little chuckle. But yes, that was very fun to do. But yes, loads of Newcastle content coming. But tonight is about Scotland and Brazil. We are live tonight. We can see in the chats already. Mark, get the lineups up. Let's have a look. Scotland have made some changes here, and fair play to Steve Clarke. He looks like he's going for this a little bit. He's brought in Ben Gannon-Doak, who's probably been Scotland's most dangerous player so far in this World Cup. He's pushed McTominay a bit further up, and he's brought in Shankland for a bit more of a proper number 9 there, hasn't he? So that's a bit brave for Steve Clarke, isn't it? There's no reserve choices there.
No, I think the change at the back as well to bring Hanley out and put Scott McKenna in too after Hanley's error against Morocco, where he sort of has that high line
That's
early on.
Good point by George. If they're going to go out, they're going to go out swinging. Fair play to them.
Well, we've seen it before from them when they've gone into the last game of a group when they've had a chance to go through it and really dropped the ball and not done anything. You think back to '98 when they went out against it was against Norway, wasn't it? And they've gone in looking like they would do a decent job defensively. They've been really good in qualifying leading up to that, and they were absolutely woeful on the day. So I think that the lineup that he's picked tonight just goes, we're going for this. Like we are going for this, and we'll leave everything out there. And you know, there's enough there to threaten Brazil. There really is.
There is. I mean, Scotland are a hard-working side as well. I mean, we were talking about this just before we came on air here. That one thing Scotland lack is something that even Wales had over the last decade or so, which was a genuine world superstar. They had Gareth Bale. Scotland really haven't had a player like that since Kenny Dalglish. Really, that shows you how long it's been. But fair play to Scott McTominay. He is putting numbers up in Serie A. He's doing in Serie A what Bellingham is doing in La Liga, arguably. McTominay is having more of an impact in Serie A than Bellingham's having in La Liga, to be brutally honest with you, in terms of goals and assists. So he can hold himself up high. John McGinn's had a great season in the Premier League and in Europe as well with Aston Villa. You know, Andy Robinson's been one of the best left backs in the Premier League for a long time. So we've got some good players in this lineup. But let's have a look at the opponents who are not going to be no pushovers. Obviously, we know our man from Newcastle, Bruno Guimaraes, is in the middle of the park, surrounded by the old granddad that is Casemiro and Paqueta, who's been a bit in and out. But the change for Brazil comes with an injury to Rafinha and Bournemouth's Ryan. That's right, Ryan, who wasn't good enough for Newcastle because he wasn't good value. He's starting the game, and I'm a little bit worried about him, Marcus. He is a good fucking player, is he not?
He is most definitely a very, very good player, and it was. I'm waiting for some of the commenting about why Hendrick may not have got a start in this as well. But I think the most natural fit for Rafinha being injured and to come in and cover him was Ryan.
It's got to be Ryan. It's got to be Ryan. Absolutely.
He's had a brilliant second half to the season for Bournemouth. So yeah, that's That is good. And the comment before as well from George saying, I think that Scotland may outwork that Brazilian midfield. There's definite
Absolutely,
legs in that Scottish midfield that aren't
there
there
is.
for Brazil. I mean, you touched on it before we came on, but Bruno's not the quickest. He will run all day, but he's not the quickest.
Mm,
Paqueta isn't the quickest. Casemiro is getting on and really isn't there. So
mm.
the Scottish midfield can really work that Brazilian midfield tonight. They could have the edge over them in terms of their work ethic and their press and that sort of thing. The Brazilians on the ball are definitely better, but the Scots are no mugs in that regard, especially with when they can bring in McGinn into that central area too and try and outnumber those three for Brazil.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with Ferguson and McLean there, they've got two real workhorses there. Ferguson will throw himself into any tackles. I've seen Ian before mentioned a good comment that if Tonali's going to bugger off Ferguson, is not a bad shout. And I think he's not a bad shout because he is a real workhorse and a good defensive midfield. And I think just pushing McTominay further up the park, that's the goal threat for Scotland. I mean, Shankland's a good poacher. But McTominay's been playing at a top level for a long time, with Manchester United, then with Napoli as well. And Champions League football and things like that as well. So, McTominay won't be overawed by being up against, a Gabriel or Marquinhos or something like that. He won't be overawed by that. And if he's further up the park, we've seen what he can do. He's good in the air. He's got good strike on him. He loves an overhead kick. So you just never know. I mean, wouldn't it be great for McTominay to score a goal like that against these lot? But the players are coming out now. We've got the officials there as well. Scotland looking serious. Game faces are on. Brazil
from that, what I've seen before and particularly from Scottish sides when they've come out and look nervous.
They don't look nervous
tonight.
No. Is Grant Handley starting or not? He's not starting, Grant Handley, is he?
He wasn't in the lineup, but
no.
They haven't changed over at the last minute, have they?
I don't think so. We're going to see in a second when it comes up on the TV.
Unless they've all just come out wearing their kits for the... But he was there. Yeah, they've all come.
That's a great comment. This is the kind of Brazilian team you buy on Etsy. Mind you, if any manager can do it, it's Don Carlo, isn't it? Really, to get the best out of these. Mate, I'd love him to be Newcastle manager, even at the age he is now. He's fucking brilliant.
He's got a proven track record like virtually nobody else, hasn't he? And if anyone get a tune out of this Brazil, that isn't the Brazil of old.
They're not great.
He's the one.
They're not great at all. Brilliant scenes here with the huge flags and the colour. Love it. I mean, Scotland and Brazil just seem to play each other all the time, don't they? It's like a derby. They play each other all the time.
Yeah, it's the 5th World Cup meeting between the two.
Crazy.
And the very first one I think was a 0-0 draw. And then obviously Brazil have won the last 3. That noise is incredible, by the way.
No, I've not got the noise.
Scotland. I've got it on very quietly, but even on very quiet in the background, I can hear the Far of Scotland belting out.
You know what they're like. I tell you something, the Scotland fans are absolute credit to themselves at these competitions. I saw them partying with the Brazilians, and the way the Scotland fans just conduct themselves, everybody just falls in love with them at these competitions. The host of the World Cup and everything, and they always leave a really good impression of themselves. But I'm really impressed with Steve Clarke here. He's not whimpering, he's not cowering, he's not going 5 at the back. He's saying, "Do you know what? Fuck it, we're going to go at you." And fair play. I mean, we'll soon see if that was a mistake or not. But this Brazil team hasn't looked great at the start of this World Cup, and as you say, they don't seem to have that spark. And missing Rafinha is a big blow for them too. So yeah, we'll see what this is all about, because if Scotland can go at Brazil here, they could really make a game of this. I mean, my worry would be if they go a bit too soon and piss Brazil off, they might end up in a bit of trouble, really. So
sometimes that is the worry. You get too early a goal, and I guess the obvious way to combat is to keep going. But you find a lot of teams, especially when they're the underdogs, will get an early goal and then just try and contain. And you just allow a team like Brazil just to dominate possession and keep going and keep going and keep going. And eventually they get a goal. And then the momentum's changed at that point.
Jimmy says he remembers Scotland v Brazil in 82. I was just born, Jimmy. Just born. So make you feel really old. But I remember 98. I remember John Collins getting that penalty against them in 98. It's probably the first one I remember, probably. I think Scotland v Brazil.
Good old Tommy Boyd's own goal.
They showed it before, actually. I was laughing Scott Brown was saying I take the piss out of Tommy Boyd, but I see him for that all the time, which I quite liked, which is good. He's quite a character, Scott Brown, to be fair. He was a maniac when he played football, wasn't he?
He's a fucking lunatic.
He was absolutely great. Oh, we've got a birthday in the chat there. Johnny Ola said he was born 62 years ago today. Happy birthday to you, mate.
Happy birthday, young man.
I hope you've had a great day. Hope you've had a great day, mate. And thanks for joining us in the chat. Hopefully we can make your birthday good as well by giving you some good banter and crack in the chat, as always. The Cafu there and the Kaká. I mean, you look at some of the Brazilian players of old, man, and, you know, I love Bruno to bits, me. He's class, you know, and I love him. But these guys can't hold a fucking candle to those players, man. Vinny Jr. either can't hold a candle to those players. Kaká, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, R9,
Mario, Bebeto,
Mario,
and that's just from 98 onwards. Like, honestly,
they just kind of get anywhere near them.
We're missing out the Jorginhos and Garinchas and Socrates and Pele and
absolutely, Carlos Alberto and all that. They just like the generational talent Brazil have had for years. Like these guys are, you know, they're very workmanlike in terms of the players. A lot of them. I mean, Vinicius Junior does have that quality. If he wasn't such a dick, I'd probably give him a bit more credit. But he has got that quality. But I think the problem is with players like, you know, Vinicius Junior and Mbappe. I think the ego just eats them, and then they become so distinctly unlikable, don't they? You don't even want them to do too well. Alex has said he's an England fan, but come on, Scotland. That's the spirit. How can you be an England fan and name it Alex McDonald? Come on, mate. There's got to be some Scottish blood in there somewhere, mate. Come on, Alex. Come on.
Do you know, this is the one thing, and I've had stick for this before from people, but when it comes to home nations, in particularly in tournaments, I'm fully behind them. Like, you will see me, if Scotland score tonight, I will celebrate, because I'm not. I want all of our teams to do it. I will support England against them all when they play them, and I will cheer and I will laugh when we win. But when it comes to stuff like this, like, I want Scotland to do well. I want them to get through. I wanted Wales to get in. I wanted Northern Ireland. I wanted Ireland to get in. Yeah. So I'm behind all of them. So, and I know Irish on our home nations, but I'll still support them. I mean, half the team play in the Premier League anyway, so you know they're homegrown players.
It's great to see Ireland in the World Cup anyway. They're very similar to the Scottish fans. Yeah, you're right, Leo. Brazil of old would absolutely batter this Brazil. There's no doubt. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Probably they'd do it half-pissed as well. Speaking of half-pissed, there's a few very sozzled-looking Scottish fans in the crowd there, I must admit. They have been on the BS for some time. I can confirm as well that Grant Hanley is not playing. Thank fuck. He was just one of the many subs that are shaking the referee's hand. Thank the Lord for that. I was getting concerned there for a minute.
I was going to say the other things that Scots have been struggling with is the old temperature in Miami tonight. It's 31 degrees and apparently humid as hell. So
I can imagine
they will struggle a little bit.
But I mean, listen, you know, like George said before, Scotland are going to go down. They're going to go down swinging here. Fair play to them. You know, if they get anything out of this game, you know, they've got a good chance of getting through to the next stage. But they need Scott McTominay to step up in this game. I think he's the big game player. He's been quiet so far, but pushing him further up like that. We saw in the Morocco game when they pushed him further up the park, he did get on the ball and he did get in dangerous goal scoring positions. So I think by pushing him up there right from the off, you know, and then having Ben Gannon-Doken, who is rapid. I don't care if you're Brazilian, Italian, you know, Dutch. If that kid gets a good run at you, you're going to struggle to get him because he's quick. He's very quick.
Just need to get him in positions to do it. It's a little bit of a struggle against Morocco, just trying to get him in those positions just with space to run. But I guess the good thing, depending on what side Vinny Jr. is not going to track back. He's not going to support the defense, so that there will be spaces available.
It's
a
shame
you find the right place for him.
It's a shame you're getting Andy Robertson probably of now rather than Andy Robertson of 5 or 6 years ago, because he'd have tortured them on that side by getting forward. But you know, we can't have it all. But listen, it's It's Scotland's to have a go at, really. Thank you very much, Marcus. We appreciate that. I tell you something, stamina wise, I've got to give it to the lads at Toon Review. They've been phenomenal with their watch-alongs. That is marathon-style shit, that. Fair play to the lads. Well done to them. We doff our cap to you, lads.
Right, here we go. Kick-off time.
Ready to go. Mark's favourite countdown. 2, 1. Kick-off. Here we go. And Scotland kicked off. It's back to Angus Gunn. Nice boot up the park. That's what I like to see. Win the header.
That's a very, very suspect camera. Like
it is a little bit. I feel like I'm playing FIFA. That's a very ropey camera. Zoom in a bit.
I feel a long way away.
I do. Well, I'm watching my telly from over there, as I said last time. So I might get the old binoculars out like that lad did the other day watching the. What was the game I was watching? He had fucking Argentina, I think. He had binoculars. You know that GIF where the guy's got the binoculars and he's doing the old. He looked like that. He looked like that on the screen. It was like one of them. It was quite ropey, to be fair. I hope he was watching the game. He wasn't watching like some lady in the crowd or something. That'd have been a bit naughty. Oh, Paqueta's moaning already. Yeah, that's a record. 46 seconds in the game. What's he moaning at? Oh, Ferguson's given one. Oh, get up, you fucking. Oh, what a fairy, man. Get up. Wasn't even that bad of a tackle.
I thought you were going to call him a fanny there.
Fanny, get up, you fucking fanny. Get up. Go, Scottish. Go on, spread it wide. Spread it wide. That's a nice ball. That camera angle is honking, isn't it? It's a decent ball forward. Oh, there we go. McGinn's on it. There's that arse. Early doors. The best arse in Scotland.
Brazilian arse. There we go. Yeah, that's.
There we go. If we beat them, it'll be all over the Brazilian papers tomorrow. Just watch whatever Portuguese for arses will be in the Portuguese papers. That was a bit of a clatter, wasn't it? Is the ref giving a free kick for that? Is he?
Oh, but he had to. That was a head injury. Sure. I mean, they had to stop it.
You were going to say these refs are very suspect. It's just a clash, that though. It's just a clash, that though. I don't think he's gone in any hard there.
It's just a rough one, isn't it?
I think he's just missed time to jump. But Cunha is a shithouse though, so you wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, they will just spend the entire night moaning, won't they? Really?
Because Beck's in the crowd. Beck's swigging a glass of red. How cool is Beck's, man? Honestly, fuck off, man. Fuck off, you cool bastard. Just swigging a glass of Merlot there, watching the game. You know what I mean? You can't even hate the guy because he's just fucking cool, isn't he? I bet he's a lovely bloke, I know, when you meet him. Brazil getting the ball out there. Scotland pressing high.
Disagree with
on. That's great press. Yeah. At least one Beckham would disagree. That's just because his mom's a shit dancer. That's what it is. If she paid more attention to Spice Girl choreographies, you might not have got so upset. Scotland win the ball back here. Come on, Scotland, don't get yourself in trouble. Oh, that's a nice move doing there. Fucking hell. When did Scotland start defending like Rio Ferdinand in his prime? Holy shit.
There's a bit of Brazilianness about that.
Was there not? I think my beats per minute went up a few notches there. Like, fuck now. See, Scotland are just lacking any width there, really. Because John McGinn's not a winger. So he keeps tucking inside. So it's just Andy Robinson out there on his own, as we said last time. Come on, Scotland, make a run.
This is where they need to get the young lad in.
Gantok just made that run there. They need to get him over the top, Gantok.
And Patterson just looked the wrong way at that point.
He did.
That just a bit slow over the top.
Yeah. Just a bit slow at the party there, Patterson. Not a bad player. Kind of went Everton, didn't really work out for him, really, did it? He was at Rangers beforehand, wasn't he? He's got a little something about him. He's no Alan Hutton, is he? Let's get it right.
No. The Scottish Cafu.
The Scottish Cafu. The Scottish Cafu. Is the ball going wide? Andy Robinson out there, John McGinn. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this fucking FIFA 26 camera angle, like I must admit. Get in the settings, Mark. Change your game settings, will you? Fuck me. Press the pause button, Mark. Get the old game settings changed. This is a fucking terrible angle, isn't it? Jesus.
Oh, that's a poor ball back.
Sloppy. You can't give them the ball like that, man. It's a ball in the box. Well done, Gunn. Collected that well. Bruno on the ball again. Bruno's probably been, I think, in these first few games, Brazil's most industrious player, I think. And he's got a lot of grief off the Brazilian fan base, isn't he? Because he's not your typical, like, skillful, silky Brazilian. But I think they've kind of come to appreciate what he does, because without him, nobody really creates anything in this Brazil team at the moment.
No, he does. He does get into this, and he just works so hard, doesn't he? I mean, we talk about it. It's almost cliche now that for him, but he has that little bit of skill about him. He's not silky at all, but he will just put them. He will drive them forwards, and he
absolutely.
I think that combination of him, Paqueta, and Casemiro has served them well, but it does leave a lot to be desired at time. I think that's the area to kind of where Scotland has said before could punish them a little bit.
There must be a young Brazilian midfielder, box-to-box midfielder in the Brazilian leagues who's looking at that Casemiro slot or that Paqueta slot. There's got to be, has to be.
There's a fella from Atalanta.
Needs a refresh. What was that?
There's the fella from Atalanta, isn't it? Edison.
Yes. Yeah. Edison, isn't it? Edison. Yeah. Isn't he going to Man? I heard he was going to Man United, but
he was going. Yeah.
Everyone's going to Man United if you believe fucking United. Everyone's United. Everyone's going to United, including Lewis Hall. Maybe not. Brazil on the edge of the box here, dangerous. Ooh, no spoilers for the walk and talk. Wow. Ganadot coming short. Need him going long, man. They just haven't got him in a game yet for the first 5 minutes. Just need a nice ball over the top. I mean, Santos is a good defender, to be fair. But if Ganadot gets a good run at him, I'd fancy Morocco to batter Haiti, in this group, the way they've been playing. So Scotland have probably got to win tonight, really, to get second. Oh, no, Scotland fucking totally shit the bed there. Oh, it's another mistake by Scotland, for fuck's sake. It had to be him, didn't it? Surprised he's not starting dancing with his fucking AirPods in.
I'll play the goal gif, but yeah, that's not what.
That was terrible by Scotland. Terrible.
Just
terrible. Was that a mistake by McKenna? Scotland can't do this. They can't gift goals like this. They haven't got the goals in them to chase games against opposition this good. They really, really can't. Yes, I am, Ryan. A Scottish Geordie, a Scordy. I'm a Scordy. I was born in Glasgow and raised in Newcastle. Every time I say that, I feel like it's one of them Royal Navy adverts, but that is the truth. What is McKenna doing there? What are you doing? What are you? That's fucking pub team defending that, man. That's fucking terrible. That absolutely terrible. Ryan just look at him. Ryan's just pressed him there. That's so poor by McKenna. That's the problem with Scotland. I think there's a great unity in this team and everything else, but you can't be fucking around with it at the back like that. Who do you think you are, man? Fucking, do you know what I mean? Cannavaro, do yourself a favour.
I mean, I said before they didn't look nervous. That was nerves. That was pure nerves taken over to. It's such
naivety as well. Yeah. I agree with Ian there. Just overplaying. Just get rid of the fucking ball, man. Do you know what I mean?
There's an awful lot of that in football, isn't there? Of teams completely overplaying the ball. It's just where there's no need.
Yeah, thanks for that, Ryan. No wonder I know how to get the trolls told. A mixture of Scottish and Geordie upbringing. Absolutely, that'll serve you well, mate. That'll serve you well. Yeah, yes, I certainly was brought up in a household where the general response from my dad was, "Tell him to fuck off." That was basically it, really. So
where I learned how to swear. Basically.
That's it, exactly, and swear very well. Swears you didn't even know existed. So yes, that's the beauty of Scottish vocabulary. You don't hear "pass a fucking salt, you prick" very often, do you? Unless you're at a Scottish dinner table. So.
No. To be fair, the first year I definitely needed a translator for you.
Oh yeah. There's Ganadot just getting the first run there. They've got to get him in the game more. Got to use that pace. That was the most Scottish reaction I've ever seen from Cantog. Wait till fuck. So giving the old thumb out there when he wasn't interested at all there. Love it. Yeah, it's a really, really bad start from Scotland, though. They didn't need this at all, did they?
No, it was when you all that build up and all that getting ready for this game going and to be going. Do you know an interesting fact? Haiti are winning.
Oh my days! Oh my days! We've got Leo. My dad supports Celtic. There's my dad, a big Celtic fan. My family was split down the middle. My mum's side was like the Capulets and the Montagues, mate. My mum's side was Rangers. My dad's side was Celtic. So just with less Shakespearean rhetoric. So good ball in. Oh, I thought McTominay was just getting there at the end.
Just lining up for that sort of scissor kick, wasn't he?
It was, when he had been a hell of an effort. Like I say, everyone's wanting the John Barnes moment against Brazil, aren't they? Where you do a Brazilian goal against Brazil. Oh, they're cutting through Scotland quite easily. It's a good block. Come on, Scotland, deal with that. Get rid of the fucking ball, man. Go on, Bennett. That's better. Shankland's just needs to it's not sticking with Shankland, is it? It's not his game, really. He's more of a poacher, I think, than a hold-up man, which is fine.
The problem for him in places like that is he's got no one within 10 or 15 yards of him. It's fine for him to be there to hold the ball up, but he's going to have people around him.
Yeah. No, Ryan Fraser is not my favourite Toon player, Ryan, at all. I may have been born in Scotland, but I'm not fucking stupid, mate. Is Arsene Wenger sitting next to R9? I generally thought that was Philip Schofield at the top there. Fuck me. I thought, how the fuck did he? Oh, there's the goal from Haiti. I thought, how the fuck did he get a ticket for this game, Philip Schofield? Where's Matt Ritchie when you need him, says Brian. the most English Scotsman I think I've ever called up. I still think Harvey Barnes should have declared for Scotland. He could have been playing against Brazil in the World Cup, man. Instead of, doing some weird, go on, Cannon Doak, he's through. Go on, use the pace, son. Get in front of him. Oh, unlucky. That was good cover, that. Really good cover from Brazil. Really good.
Those are the positions he needs.
That's it. That's that little danger he's got there with that pace. Go on, Scotland, get on the ball. Get a tackle in, man. I tell you, Patterson looks all over the fucking place, doesn't he, at the minute? Like, get right back. I know this is Brazil we're playing, but bloody hell. He just looks a bit headless, Patterson. Positionally wise, just all over the place.
He's going to find it difficult with the way that Vinny Jr. moves around. He's going to have to cover the left back coming forward as well. It's just he's got a thankless task almost. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Alex Barnes should be a Scottish player. He really should be. I think he dropped a serious bollock there by not declaring. I mean, to be fair, he's still got time for the Euros, isn't he, if he does it? Brazil just sneaking them behind there. It's a heavy touch. He's still got time to declare for the Euros, Barnes. If he thinks he's made a mistake, I don't know whether Steve Clarke will give him another double. He's not that Steve Clarke. He's not too proud to call up a really good player. Oh, it's a shame, Gannon Doak. It just was a couple of seconds too slow to it, wasn't he, in terms of allowing Gabriel to get back in. I still don't think Neymar will have hardly any game time in this. I still think that was a political decision, bringing him in from Ancelotti. I don't think he really wanted him there. No, they've been calling it Neymar Day to day. Like, I've seen that all over bits of social media and
disclosure day
stuff, and just
Neymar.
Honestly, it's like I genuinely think he was the world's greatest player. Like, if it was Messi or Ronaldo that had been returning from injuries coming out, I could understand. And Neymar's been great. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but he's not that. He's not. He's not.
What do you do on Neymar Day? Do you get uncomfortably close to your sister? Is that what you do on Neymar Day? Is it? Because he fucking is, and you know he is. Oh, just give him the back to Brazil again, man.
It's a poor kick out.
And I don't rate Gunn, to be honest with you. The Scotland goalkeeping situation is nearly as bad as Newcastle's.
When you've got, Craig Gordon in the squad, who's what is he?
63,
six months younger than me. Like, I said before the tournament, says that gives me hope. Like,
I think
you know what I mean?
I'd rather have you in the team. I think maybe, is it? I think again with these conditions as well. I know it shouldn't be a big difference, but this kind of heat and humidity, these Brazilian lads, certainly when they're playing back home in Brazil, they'll be used to this kind of heat and humidity, whereas Scotland not be used to this at all, really. So,
no, I think more than anything though, the way that they will keep the ball.
Yeah.
Now having the lead, Scotland are going to do a lot of chasing, and they're going to be tired a lot more quickly than they would have been had it been 0-0. Like it's.
I bet you McKenna wishes the world swallowed him up there when he did that. The look on his face. Bless him.
It's definitely not been a tournament for the Scotland centre backs, has it?
Oh God, no. But that tells you where they've got a problem, really, isn't it? Because a lot of these lads, let's face it, they may work hard and graft free all day long, but they're not this kind of class of player. I mean, I'd argue Dan Burn isn't for England either. I think he's not a World Cup style defender or class defender, Dan Burn, really. And I think if he played against one of the more trickier teams in this competition, you'd probably see that as well. Because we've seen in the Premier League with Burn, to be fair. We've seen him get tortured by pretty average wingers, really, who just got a bit of pace. So there's a lot of these Scotland players have probably fought in that same bracket. As I say, the only ones who can probably stand up and say that they can probably play at a top European level is probably McTominay, Robertson and McGinn, maybe Kieran Tierney as well to an extent. Outside of that.
Yeah, Tierney's an odd one, isn't he? Because he looked like he would be great, and then it didn't, injury-wise, it didn't really work at Arsenal.
No.
Robertson, I think
his missus settled either. I don't think his missus settled. That was the opposite of the whole Tonali argument. I was like, oh, it's London. But I don't think his missus was very happy. I think she wanted to move back home. So, because there was rumours that we were in from at one point, wasn't there?
Yeah.
As left back before we got Lewis Hall.
Was it last? No, the summer before last, wasn't it?
Before I think it was when we had Target on loan, and then we're talking about getting a full-time left back before we got Lewis Hall, and then we apparently were linked with Tierney, obviously because he wanted to get back as close to Scotland as he could. Really, then obviously Sattler came back in and managed to make it work, didn't they? So fair play. Yeah, Brazil are just passing it around in little easy, simple, one-touch kind of moves here, just tucking inside. Oh dear. Scotland chasing shadows at the moment. It's not good. Ball across. Oof. Just found its way at the back stick there. Santos. Vinicius Jr. He's just tucking inside. A good tackle up. Well done, Patterson. That's what we want.
As well watched. I bought a little ball through before to the Brazil just to cut the lines and free the player up. Just that's what they'll be looking for. And if Scotland do step up, there'll be a player free that they can play through the lines to.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Scotland have got to weather this pressure here, and then if they can hit them on the break with Gannon Doak's pace, as we've just seen there before, and get a clean pair of heels on somebody, we might get a chance to get back in it.
It's Gabriel being told off at getting involved with the goalkeeper.
There's a shock. I wonder if Bruno shoot. What's a good ball in? Scotland players on the deck. He's on the floor, yeah. Well, here we go. This is what we want. Oh, nearly. Just felt Gannon Doak there. Is that Shankland's the touch? Out wide, he's got to get it back. Come on.
He had to have. There was a burst up the line there that he could have.
Nice. Go and give it back. He's gone again. Gannon Doak switch wings him again, as you said, Mark. They would do that. That's better. McTominay running forward. That's got McTominay. Get yourself. He's just let go of it there, man. You can't be fucking around with the ball there, McTominay.
No, he's got to have to trust the players around him. Oof.
I think he needed more bodies around him there, McTominay, to be fair. Charles says, why aren't Neymar and Ronaldinho playing? Apparently Ronaldinho signed for somebody, isn't he, at 46 years old? Unbelievable.
Serie C, I think. He signed for somebody.
What was that? Say what you see. Is that like catchphrase FC? Is that a catchphrase team or something? Is that say what you see? Graham was saying he was also born in Glasgow. Scottish parents and family moved out to Whitley when I was 2. That's exactly my story as well, mate. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Scary, that. Scary, Graham. Exactly what happened to me. I think I was about 1.5, 2, I think, when I moved down.
Uncannily similar story there.
It was. Well, all the Scots used to love a holiday in Whitley Bay. That's why my dad chose Whitley Bay. Yeah, they moved down.
It's funny because my mum hails from elsewhere in the country, and she moved up to the northeast because they used to come on holiday to Whitley Bay as kids.
That's before everybody was able to fuck off to Spain, and it didn't cost you like an arm and a leg to actually staycation in the UK. It's cheaper to go abroad these days.
And weirdly, they used to stay in a house just around the corner from where you used to live as well.
Oh, there you go.
So just opposite. It was on Holly Avenue in Whitley. They used to be a house in there. They used to go and stay with somebody. So yeah, little strange quirk of Whitley was a go-to.
It was back with the old Spanish city in full effect, and I mean, obviously, you and I worked in the pubs when we had the Whitley Bay drinking culture, it was stag and hen culture, and now you walk down South Parade and it's care homes, the odd little pub, and houses for smackheads to live in and get sea views generally. So fair fucks to them. I drive down the front on the school run, and there's just these like resident crackheads who just sit on the bench, and I'm thinking they're living their best life, just sitting there, crackheading it up and looking at a sea view. They may not be here long, but they've got a great fucking view while they are. Fair play to them.
Oh my God.
Come on, Scotland again. What are you doing here, Scotland? This is dreadful, man. Dreadful.
I mean, I don't know what on earth he's doing at that point.
What are you doing this against Brazil for? Like, what is the game plan here? Absolutely ridiculous, this. Scotland have only got themselves to blame here. Terrible, this. Terrible. You watch out again. This could be a cricket score if you keep defending like this.
I mean, just
McLaren Newcastle defending.
Dwelling on the ball just to... It's another
what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you turning your back on the player? Why are you turning your back on... He's only one of the most dangerous wingers in world football. What are you turning your back on the player for? That's so shit. That is so... What are you playing at? Is anyone shouted man on? Does he know what he's doing? That is fucking... Do you know what, like, it sounds harsh, right? I'd hook him right now. I'd hook him off the park for that. If I was Steve Clarke, I'd sub him off. I don't give a fuck about his confidence. I'd be saying, you're off. You're off. I'd say that's awful. Off.
I mean, the worry with this, I guess, we're looking at this is sort of...
Although they're checking the goal, Scotland might have a reprieve here. Oh, I think Ian might be a bit ahead of us here. So I think Scotland might have a reprieve with a very lucky, very, very lucky. Is it a foul?
That is a foul.
That is a harsh foul, It's just clipped.
I think he's going to give that. I think he'll give that because he does trip him.
He does trip his leg, doesn't he? I mean, it's still a let off for Henry if he gets off of this, because that was an abysmal defending there. So Scotland need to get their shit together. They can't keep fucking around like this. He might get off there, I think. Looks like he's going to overrule it. Yeah, he's giving the old vase. Yeah, I think this is getting chalked off, Mark. And does he give the goal? I can't tell. He's shocked it off. He's choked it off. He's choked it off. It's back to 1-0.
Well, there's no explanation of that. It's just cancel the goal. Final decision.
Listen to what he said. Yeah, well, exactly. I agree with you, George. Don't turn your back on Vinicius Junior. It's fucking awful defender. He's very lucky there There's the slightest of contacts. He's so lucky there, Henry.
I guess it's a simple foul, isn't it? He stops Henry being able to play the ball. So yes, it's right. It's very soft though, and they've got really, really lucky in that.
They've really got to get their head out of their arse here, Scotland. Very, very lucky indeed. I mean, I don't like Vinicius Junior, but I'd be foaming as well if they blew up for a free kick for that for me. Hydration break. I hope this is a get your shit together break for Scotland.
Yeah, right. It's the what do we call it the other day? The moist moment.
Liquid dreams. That sounds so bad. That sounds like something you get a 10-minute teaser for. The liquid dreams. Remember the old 10-minute teaser? Remember that when you were younger? The 10-minute teaser before shut up, you. Father Faz, get away. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on in the chat. Everyone remembers the 10-minute teaser. I tell you something. There's more wankers on the pitch for Scotland than there is in that 10-minute teaser at the minute. The way they're playing, mate. Fuck me. Terrible.
Kit's had enough. He's off to bed.
Off to bed. I mean, this could be a nasty game. This could be a nasty game.
I like Gaz's kind of Madry break for him. I'm back.
Oh, nice, mate. Nice.
I've had my coffee. I'm on the water again now, so I may have to have
yeah. Go on.
I was going to say I may have to have a 10:30 coffee break at this rate to get in a bit of.
The last time you were yawning away.
Oh,
that was the England game, though. That was the England game. He's so unlikable, Vinicius Junior.
Anybody ever says the word yawn, I have to yawn.
He's so unlikable, Vinicius Junior. I'd love to foul that fucker. I really would. I'd love to just clip him.
Swift forearm to the throat, Christopher.
Well, maybe not one of them, but I'd love to catch him. Maybe thigh height and give him a dead leg. You know, I tell you what I would do. I'd catch him thigh height, and then when Gabriel came squared up, I think I'd have to stick the nut on him and get a straight red just for the lols, because Gabriel needs to be headbutted because he's a shithouse.
A nice Glasgow kiss.
Oh, mate, absolutely. But it's like the first game of the season. If I was playing for Newcastle against Liverpool, I would absolutely level Isak, and then I'd slap Van Dijk on the way off the pitch and take a 2 or 3 match ban just for the crack.
It's the Joey Barton school of football.
Listen. I'm not going to praise Joey Barton at all, especially for his shit outside of football. But that bit when he went off, when he kneed Aguero in the back of the leg, that was quite funny. That to be honest with you, when you saw it, that's the kind of shit house we need in that game against Liverpool.
I'm getting sent off, and I'm taking as many of them with me as I possibly can. Yeah,
you got to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Alex says kick arse for Munoz as well. Poor lad. To be fair, he probably doesn't know anything about it. He's just going to get kicked. Isak's the one that's going to get fucking done in. Like Joe Linton needs to just do him in. First tackle of the game. I kind of want Lewis Miley to do him. You know, like mild-mannered, quiet Lewis Miley. I just want to see this like scythe and tackle. It's just like, yeah. Listen, I don't want Isak like dangerously hurt. I just want him injured enough that he's out of the game, and then he's limping off, and everyone's calling him a wanker as he goes off with a physio. Instant legendary status for Lewis Miley.
He could have a Lewis Miley dead leg, couldn't he? That keeps him out for 6 months.
Fucking hell. I just hope Lewis Miley doesn't get a dead leg. Fuck me. We need him fit next season. Maybe if Eddie Howe plays him in one position and stops dragging him around like a fucking Swiss Army knife, then maybe he will be fit for longer potentially. But we'll have to see what happens. There's a hell of a long way to go for Newcastle to get their shit together. Pre-season 13th of July. They wanted the players in, as I said in the video I did earlier today. They've got a lot to do. Corner for Scotland here. Can they make something happen? It's just snuck over. I thought it was a poor corner, but just kind of found its way in there. John McGinn out wide. Can he put a good cross in? It's not a bad ball. It's in the box. Oh, I tell you what, it was a good ball. John McGinn
got it wrong.
Great cross in there. Come on, Scotland. See if you can get one back in here. I don't think if we get one back here against this Brazil, they don't look like they're going to put the foot in the throat here. They've gone 1-0 up and they quite fancy their chances, don't they? They're kind of sitting back a bit and letting Scotland come on to them. So
I was just about to say, was that a tune top I saw in the crowd there? And Ian's
Might have been.
just
It
spotted
might
that. It was
be.
the
Yes.
striped away one, wasn't it?
It might very well have been. It might very well have been. What's this? They're playing at the Hard Rock Stadium, says Marcus. It's not Miami. It's Fort Lauderdale. All right, okay. Yeah, obviously, geography is not very good with the old BBC, is it? And the BBC are in Salford, aren't they? They haven't even gone over the World Cup.
No, I think is it FIFA have called it Miami because they won't. They're not allowed to. They won't let them call it the Hard Rock.
No, fuck.
Because of their sponsorship. That's why Gillette. Some of the stuff that the companies, Levi and Gillette, especially for their stadiums, they've taken on. FIFA have kind of covered up their stadiums, and they've used it in their marketing campaigns and stuff at the moment to kind of take as much from it. So it's kind of backfired on FIFA by covering this up. They've now fed the marketing teams of these companies that it's.
I hate FIFA. I hate FIFA. But it's interesting the BBC are just in Salford and they're not actually gone out to America. Must be all those legal bills they've got to pay. Whoops.
Yeah, I think it's.
Again, budget won't stretch.
Before, it's one of those where
that's nice play by McTominay.
That's a nice touch outside.
Go on, slip him in. Oh, he's not got the legs to catch that, has he? No, he's got corner ball though. See, Andy Robertson 4 or 5 years ago would have caught that. He would have tucked inside with that.
I thought McGinn was just going to have a pop there from 25 yards.
I think it crossed his mind. He's got it in his locker, McGinn. It was good play by McTominay there. Strength, running at people, the kind of thing we see for Napoli. So hopefully, come on, McKenna, make up for that stupid fucking error and get your head on this, son. Marcus says he saved 5 years for this World Cup. He went to one game, total rip-off. It is disgusting. It's just the football just outpricing the normal working class fan, Marcus. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's just disgusting. Just a game powered by the rich for the rich. David Beckham with his Merlot in the crowd. Billionaire David Beckham. I do like Beckham, but that's the kind of people you're going to encourage. Go on, McGinn. Get a cross in.
That's a lovely bit of play from McGinn.
Oh, so lucky there. Patterson just lost it there.
That's quite insulting as well. That I was going to say that'll be Merlot that Beckham hasn't paid for either.
It's probably from his own fucking vineyard, mate. It's probably from his own fucking vineyard. So, yeah, Alex says apparently Nusa wants to join Newcastle. Have we checked with Liverpool first? Well, I mean, if that kid wants to come to Newcastle, they're fucking stupid. They need to get a deal wrapped up. But, I wouldn't trust them to sign their name on a piece of paper, let alone players. It's a good effort by Ferguson, that, fair play. You don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery. Another corner for Scotland.
But it gives them something to think about. They've got to start playing, for those long shots as well. And Scotland have players that can hit them from distance.
Exactly. Get a good ball in here. Get somebody's head on this. Get back into the game, Scotland. He's praying to God. Get in the box. It's just not strong enough as it's felt. Gannon Doak. Oh, it's offside. Foul there? Foul from somebody in the box?
Yeah, give him a foul. There was one of the Brazilians had their arms all around.
Bruno and Hendry there. It's a little bit 6 and 2, half a dozen there. Though.
And if the referee's looking at that, you've got to see both players fighting at that point. Those two just cancel each other out. You can't give that as a foul.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if Newcastle could buy players like Bruno buys free kicks, our fucking squad would run us over, wouldn't it? We'd love to buy a free kick as Bruno. Patterson.
This is better from Scotland, isn't it?
It's much better from Scotland. They seem to have settled in a little bit now. Those early nerves just blew him again. And Doug, look, he's got some good pace, the lad. Oh, it's just trickled across the box. I tell you what, he's got a lot on his locker, that Gannon Doak. There's another player we slept on, left Liverpool, didn't he? Bournemouth took the chance. That's where Bournemouth are bright and quick and sharp with these signings, and Newcastle just dragged their fucking heels. We're supposed to have Eddie Howe who's got an eye for a player, and why is he not all over these kids? We're just seeing Harry Wilson go to Leeds by the looks of it on a free.
Yeah.
Where were Newcastle on that? Free transfer. Kid's got, what was he got? 12 Premier League goals or something like that? Or 10 Premier League goals and 6 or 7 assists?
I think for that, I think that comes down to the new transfer hierarchy that he
Policy,
doesn't fit the mold. He's
because he's above
29, isn't he?
26. Well, you can kiss Jared Bowen
He's
goodbye then if there's an
but he's
opportunity to sign him.
free. Like I
No?
know his wages will be relatively high, but there's no transfer fee.
Mm.
He'll have two or three really good years, I think. In which case, even if he has two, there's
Brazil's pretty
sell
good,
on
yeah.
value there, and because he's cost nothing,
Yeah.
it's profit. Like
Johnny Ola says he's gone there because of the Welsh connection. There's about 5 players there. That's fair enough. Ty says, why has Bruno got a massive egg time on the back of his shirt? It's probably just a countdown when his Newcastle contract's up, Ty, so you can fuck off somewhere else like the rest of them. That's probably what it is, mate.
Speaking of Welsh connection, you see Bellamy potentially is off to Burnley.
Well, that makes sense. He was company's assistant, wasn't he, at Burnley? So that makes sense. That if he has a chance to get them back in the Premier League, and I can see that with Bellas. I think that's what he's doing. These guys are saying he's not fucking 15 though, Chris. They won't sign him. That's very true. Very true. It's one of them. It's one of them, isn't it? I just think with Newcastle, the Premier League proven players on a free transfer, just daft. Yeah, I like Gannon Doak as well, Graham. I think he's a really good player. Would never get him from Bournemouth though, unless you want to pay big money for him. But I think he's
I was going to say this is it now. The price has gone up massively. Oh
yeah. The fact that he's had a little bit of a cameo here at the World Cup. I mean, to be fair, because he had injury problems last season, if he can stay fit, Gannon Doak, I think he could be a real asset for Bournemouth next year.
It was the game against Denmark, wasn't it? In the qualification where he looked really, really good. He started to and pulled up injured quite early on, and he looked such a threat.
Yeah.
So he was not a big miss in the end, I guess, but for a time there was a big miss because he was running ragged down that right hand side.
Yeah, I like the lad Hackney at Borough as well. He's a good player.
Yeah.
But again, I can see him ending up at like maybe an Everton or something like that. I don't think Newcastle will go for him. We need to start shifting our players like Willock for me, Murphy. I just think that however far they're going to go, Newcastle have already reached it, and it's time to move on and get new bodies. And I think, come on, Scotland, don't fuck around with it. Come on, don't fuck around with it. I mean, it's comfortable play back there, but fuck, now you're going to get pinned in again. Don't get pinned in again.
Oh, for God's sake. Jeez, I thought we were going to do the same thing again.
I thought he was going to give it away again as well.
In the end, that's worked out really well.
Yeah, McTominay's just lost
McTominay again. He's been really poor.
Really
for the star player, really, he's.
Oof, that could have been dangerous. I think the problem is McTominay, Mark. McTominay's at his best where it's all quick play. It's 1 touch, 2 touch, 1, 2, then a strike, or getting into the box for a header. I think when he tries to get the ball and run with it, I don't think he's that great on the ball, McTominay. If he has to have time to think about it, and then he loses it, especially when you're up against a team like this. Although they're not the Brazil of old, they're still a good side with experienced players, especially in that midfield. Andy Robertson walking out.
I'm just looking at the Haiti goal has been given as a goalkeeper own goal. I have to see that again. Actually, I didn't see that from the highlight before.
Yeah, Gannon Doak just fancying his chances there against Sanos. Scotland won it back. This is more like it. Scotland, come on, that's better. Get your foot in the ball. Let's see, we're just a little bit stuck. Oh, that's a fucking shit cross, that man.
There's good bodies in the box there as well, isn't there?
No, it's really poor. That you expect a better cross than that. There's R9 and Arsene Wenger.
And the R9 haircut as well.
There's that haircut, guys. The worst haircuts I've ever seen. It was like a loser bet haircut, wasn't it?
Was that in Germany? Was that 2006 that he had that haircut?
2002
was that? Or was that Japan, Korea that he had it?
It was the last time they won the World Cup, wasn't it? It was the last time they won the World Cup. Was it 20? I still can't believe Brazil haven't won the World Cup for 20 odd years. Isn't that mental? That's absolutely mad, that. Oh, Ghazi was the best, the phenom. I still think if he hadn't had his injuries, he'd have beat Messi and Ronaldo's records. Now they'd be chasing his records, not setting them themselves.
As good as those two are, he's still my favorite player of my lifetime. He was just the best centre forward I've ever seen.
That season he was at Barcelona. What was it? 37 goals in 35 games. He was absolutely unbelievable. To think Alan Shearer and him were the same price tag at one time, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Rivaldo in the stands as well. Still remember that overhead kick against Man U. You're like, what? That's just filthy, man. Like, Man U were blasting every team away in the Premier League, and this guy was just scoring like free kicks from 30 yards and overhead kicks against them. Unbelievable.
The one that he got, was it a Turkish player who got sent off in the World Cup where he kicked the ball and hit him in the leg and he went down holding his head?
Yes, I do remember that.
He stood by the corner flag, honestly.
The bad side of Rivaldo. Oh, Morocco got an equaliser here against Haiti. That's changed things a little bit. Oh, it's a scruffy one as well.
And it's the right back who's the furthest player forward and scores.
Yeah, Hakimi. Yeah, no surprise to see Hakimi get on the score sheet there. He's been threatening to last few games, really. So what does that do to the group then?
Well, that's both of PSG's fullbacks that have scored in the last 48 hours then, because Nuno Mendes scored a free kick for Portugal yesterday as well, didn't he? Where all the eyes are on Ronaldo and he steps up and just buries it.
I'll tell you what, though. I know Ronaldo's 41, but them 2 goals he scored, crisp finishes. Like, I thought I was just going to find the back of the net there from Cunha. I do like Cunha as a player, though. He's a I'd have loved him at Newcastle. We'd have loved him, you know, because he's quite aggressive, isn't he, as well, you know, and he's not scared to mix it up and that. I'm laughing there. Johnny Ola says, did I see Rory Jennings lost a 5K charity bet to Piers Morgan? I did see that, yeah. I don't really spend a lot of time looking at Jennings content, to be fair.
No, I don't listen to an awful lot of talk sport, but I've turned it on the other day and it's him on Drive, and I was like, oh, that's getting switched. I can't stand it.
To be fair, he did find it funny when we did a TikTok take the piss about how his Geordie wife said, I'll smash your face in a minute at the Anton Deck. He did like that post, I think, to be fair, to Jennings. So I'll give him a little bit of credit for that. The best thing I ever heard involving Rory Jennings was when he was slagging off James Maddison, and James Maddison's response was, what is a Rory Jennings? Which was just one of the funniest responses I've ever heard. I do like Maddison as a character. Like, I think if he come to Newcastle, we'd have fucking adored him. I just think he's really funny as a bloke.
He's a really good footballer, but he's a little bit of a shithouse as well, isn't he?
He is, yeah. But I think we'd have loved that as Newcastle fans. I think because he would have been taking the piss out of people, but you know, in our colours, and then we'd have been like that one when he's taking the corner. And all the Bournemouth fans are shouting, James Maddison, he's a wanker, he's a wanker. Then he puts the corner down and they all go, hey, and he like laughs at them and puts it back on the circle. And I do like that. He seems a character, Maddison. Not enough in the game anymore, mate.
No, he's not as much of a shithouse as Neil Maupay, but he's definitely up there at times.
Oh yeah, but he's quite funny. Like, you know, it was when he was injured. When he was injured in the cup final, wasn't he? And Keane was giving him shit, wasn't he? And he said, "I wasn't going to do any interviews, but I heard Roy Keane was in the studio, so I thought I'd come on the camera." So yeah, quite funny to be fair. But anyway, he doesn't play for us, so fuck him. Wow, Haiti going back in front. Where's that coming from? Wow, what a strike as well, by the way. What a strike!
That's Wilson Isiodor, isn't it?
It plays for Sunderland. Yeah, plays for Sunderland. What a strike!
Fucking goal that is.
Alex says the Liverpool Maddison. I don't think so. The problem is with Maddison, he's been too injury prone. I think last couple of seasons for him, unfortunately. So he's probably got it all approved next season. No, Brazil. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Living dangerously there. Just cleared off the line.
wow.
Very dangerous.
I just from maybe you need a shout. We've said that for a while. Newcastle need to play dirty at times, don't they? And they need somebody to wind up the opposition. And
Gaz has hit the nail on the head. We need a Jamie Vardy type character. That's what we need up front. We need someone to rattle people with pace. Oh, they got rid of that eventually, didn't they? Somebody with pace and somebody who's just like a bit of a wind-up merchant. That's what we need up front. I wouldn't mind that. There's been some links to Balogun. I wouldn't mind that. He's got a bit of the Isaacs about him, Balogun. I like what I've seen, but apparently Villa are interested in him too, and they've got Champions League to offer, so it'll be a bit concerning that. Scotland just trying to get it back. I think Scotland have not done too bad since they got their let off for the VAR goal. I think they've stepped up a little bit, haven't they?
No, it's been that frustrating. Like against Morocco, we've gone down early. And they actually not been too bad, but it could all be so different. Like it's just that horrible mistake, and very nearly cost them twice with the second one as well. Like
yeah, they need to stop overplaying at the back. Though I think that's their downfall is overplaying, and do what they're doing now. Nice crisp passing between each other. Nothing too fancy. And then just try and find a gap, and then play Gannon-Dogan with the pace. Look, he's going now. John McGinn, look out wide. I see you overplaying. That's the problem. Overplaying again, getting caught in possession. That's not a bad ball.
Nice
Pop
ball.
out wide. That's nice
well played.
Andy Robertson, get it in the box. Get it in. Oh, that's a terrible. Oh, he's in. Oh, I thought he was in again there.
Good challenge.
It was a great challenge. Who lost it there? Was it Gannon-Dogan?
Yeah, it was an absolutely
got a back Scotland here.
attempt
Got a back Ferguson. Oof. It hit his arm there a bit, didn't it? So Scotland have had a couple of chances there just to get in. Oh, it's twos each.
It's bloody hell.
Fucking hell. Some game that, isn't it? Morocco and Haiti. My word. He scored for Morocco now. Yeah, I agree, Philip. This Brazil team aren't anything special. I would worry for Brazil when they come up against a France or a Spain or even a Germany. I think they might get done. I really do. Just think they may end up in the Premier, Gaz says. Could do. Costs a lot of money, though.
And that's the thing that will stop it, because he will want ridiculous money that most of the Premier League will never be able to afford. Like, I think he probably
Chelsea written all over him as a player.
Well, yeah,
Chelsea written all over him as a player, isn't he?
Who is it they've seen them linked to? The Palace centre back I've seen them linked to today. So Chalobah's been linked with a move away from Chelsea. Is it Maxime Lacroix?
Oh yeah.
That's been linked to Chelsea today.
What a nice bit of play there. Well done. Good tracking there by Scotland. Again, they've just given it away again, man. Giving it away too many times. Cross in. It was coming. It was coming. Yeah. Scotland again, the architects of their own downfall here. Oh, he's so unlikable, and he just fuck off, man. Someone just clatter the fucker, will it? Honestly, man. Can't stand him. Somewhere Rio Ferdinand is hard somewhere watching this prick do this dance and all this bollocks shouting Ballon d'Or.
And that comes from pissing around on the edge of the box again.
Fucking around again with it, Scotland. I'd be tearing strips off these lot at half time if I was Steve Clarke. Like, they got a lucky break with a VAR goal, and they just look at them fucking around again, giving it back to them there. Put your foot through the ball and just get it out of play. Is that John McGinn trying to hold off a Brazilian player? It's fucking dreadful play by Scotland again. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, nice assist by Bruno as well. Bedtime, says Mark. Good night, mate. Yeah, just good night for Scotland by the looks of it as well, because I can't see them getting back into this. Just awful, man. It really pisses me off when people do that and fuck around with the ball.
You're in the last couple of minutes of the half. Like, just there's no need to take risks. There's no need for it. at all.
Well, Newcastle did this as well last season. Manage the game. Stop fucking around with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Brazil haven't been that good and they're 2-0 up. You know, and this was the same when they played Haiti as well. They weren't that good either, and they were 3-0 up. You know, 2 quick-fire goals. But yeah, Scotland, I mean, I don't know what the pundits are going to say at half-time. I can pretty much write it that Scotland have been the architects of their own downfall, you know, by just pissing around with the ball. It's not good enough. If they're lucky, they might get one before half-time, but I highly doubt it. Harry Potter's looking sad in the crowd there, isn't he?
And his twin brother.
Harry and Larry Potter. Harry and Gary Potter. Harry and Gary Potter starred in the disastrous defense. The diabolical defense. Come on, Scotland, get a fucking goal in here. It's a whipped in cross. Scruffily heading over. Oh, it's a hit and hope job. Yeah, this Scotland just look like they're trying to throw the kitchen sink at this. They're way off, absolutely way off. It's a long throw in. It's just second ball, losing the second balls all the time. Patterson passed it straight back to Brazil. Getting it back. Brazil getting it back again. All the second balls going straight. Brazil. A little back heel from Vinicius. They're having fun now. Oh dear,
that's a beautiful touch.
Oh, good save, good save, Gun. That was a beautiful touch.
Gun.
Was that Ryan? Was it? Lovely touch. Unbelievable touch.
I mean, that's some of the Brazilian flair, isn't it? I mean, that little ball over to him, the touch to take it past Robertson. He's completely sold Robertson. That's a good save. That's a really good save from Angus Gunn.
Just getting rid of some weirdo in the chat. I don't know how many of our mods were in there, but he's gone. What a weirdo.
Is that somebody upset with you, Harry Potter?
It was a picture of Graham Potter, though. Very weird. It was the same comment over and over again, which was just very odd and weird. All for a bit of crack in the chat, but just a bit odd, really. Is Vinicius just going off himself? Has he had enough, is he? He just looks like he's gone off himself. He's thinking, oh, piece of piss this. I'll just go down. I'll just leave for the down for half time 5 minutes early. Get myself a little massage. I don't know, but he's gone. Potter is firmly out. He can go join Larry and Gary in the crowd, looking sad as fuck. This is awful by Scotland. This is absolutely abysmal.
I mean, for me, that as well. Look, Patterson he's looking across the line. He's dropped deep. He's allowed him to play at the line. Then he's got caught underneath the ball. As Vinicius Jr. it's a lovely little bit of movement from him just to pull back and score. And
He doesn't belong at this level, Mark. Players like him, players like Grant Handley, guys that just don't belong at this level. Listen, I know they've worked their arse off and helped Scotland get to a World Cup, which is a remarkable feat. It really is. But when you get here and you're in this kind of tournament with this kind of company, do you know what I mean? It's just shit.
There we go. There's another one.
No, yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of him as well. Eh? Strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
I mean, what the fuck's the point,
Oh, just whatever. Just weird. Just very weird. Obviously, just got now better to do. It was a good cross, though. I agree with attacker number 2. That was a great cross. It was a really good cross. How many of the Scotland team would sign for Newcastle, though? Not many. I don't think we would. I don't think they'd go for many of them, to be honest with you. McTominay probably gives you more goals than what our midfield give you, but he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Again, as you said there, they're not going to go for Harry Wilson, who's banging in goals in the Premier League. They're not going to go for Scott McTominay, who's older than Harry Wilson. So they've got it in their head to go after these young players, which is fine, but you're going to get beat out when you go to side up against Liverpool and people like that. Brighton will do you.
Yeah.
Young players would rather go to Brighton more chance of playing. Laughing at Marcus's comment there. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah. Daniel Pattons, what's my opinion on CCFC? Who's CCFC? Chelsea.
Coventry.
Coventry.
Are we talking about Coventry?
Well, if you're talking about Coventry, I think it's class at the back of the Premier League. I think Lampard's done a mint job. I've always thought Lampard was a better manager than Gerrard, to be honest with you. And I think he had a hard time at Everton. Yeah, sorry, Daniel. Yeah, Coventry. Mark's on the ball, mate. Mark's on the ball. I think he had a hard time at Everton, but that was the basket case of the club. I don't think he should have took the Chelsea job. And I really hope Frank does a good job for you. And I hope you stay up, mate, because Coventry, when I first started watching the Premier League way back when, another one there. Get rid of that one, Mark. Way back when, Coventry were a, kind of stalwart of the Premier League, weren't they? Back in the old Darren Huckabee, Dion Dublin days, Georgie Hadji,
yeah,
Robbie Keane, yeah,
Steve Agrusovic. Yes, David Boost and all the like. That's the Sil Regis. Yeah, we go back a bit. I mean, just honestly, yeah, they've some cracking players when back in the day. So it is good to see them back. It's like one of those. It's kind of original kind of Premier League like era days. So,
oh god, absolutely, man! It's stalwart kind of Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
Not that Hadji, Adam. The other Hadji. Yeah, not the Romanian Hadji. The Moroccan Hadji.
Not Georgie. Yeah. What a player, Georgie Hadji.
Attacking number 2 says Clark is just so negative. Yeah, he is certainly in this game. I mean, we praised him for going for it at the start of the game, but I just think that the way they've defended there, they've absolutely killed themselves in this game, Scotland. They really have. I mean, this is the thing, first one, isn't it? It's such bad play, isn't it?
They've set out to go for it, and Brazil will press. We talked about that the first Brazil game. They're going to press high, but you've got to be savvy enough with a ball to not play around it, but just get a shot of it when you have to get a shot of it. It's just
and that first touch just totally wipes the keeper out. It's a good first touch, to be fair, from Vinicius. I was just saying before, the fact that this is our third or fourth World Cup watch along now?
What have we done? We've done 2 England, we've done 2 Scotland. We did the Brazil Morocco. Is this 5 now?
5. I'm surprised it's taken that long for the weirdos to jump in the chat because it's nearly midnight. It's close to midnight, as old Michael Jackson would say, and something evil's lurking in the dark. So it's no surprise the fucking weirdos are in the chat. I'm surprised it's took them this long, to be fair. There's probably not a lot of content on at the minute, so they'll just go and find something to comment on. But as we say, off you go. Yeah, there's another one there. Get rid of him and all, mate. Off he goes. Just as easy as that. Yeah,
clearly 12-year-olds that have got more time.
Yeah, probably, mate.
Just get a life, man. Seriously.
This is what
Shrey's got a point here. Goal difference will make a difference. It is dumb game management at that point. Really goal difference might be key in this. So to lose close in a close game like this means that they've still got that potential to go through. They get humped. That becomes really. It does put that third place, that one of the 8 best third place teams in jeopardy.
I don't think Scotland are getting out of the group, mate. This rate, I don't think so. This is the worst they've played. This out of the 3 games, this is the worst they've played. So it's disappointing as well because we were saying you fancy them to have a good go against Brazil, really, because Brazil haven't been great, but they haven't had to be good tonight because Scotland have just shot themselves in the foot with a bad defensive play. Johnny Ola says he'd welcome the sign of George Weah's cousin, the one that Souness famously signed off teletext, wasn't it? That's how desperate we are for players. Yeah.
Ali Dia, was it?
He was. He was the one he signed on teletext, wasn't he? So Look at that one again. There, Scotland were lucky to get away with that. That one, in my opinion.
And that would have been 3 that have all come from really similar things. It's all come from defensive mistakes where they've just pissed around with the ball.
To be fair as well, if Hendry grabbed him a bit harder there and Vinicius went down, that's a red card as well. So he's very lucky. See there, he just lets go, doesn't he? Because he thinks if I grab him any harder here, I'm going to get a red card. And to be fair,
I'm amazed that he didn't go down.
Yeah, I was going to say Vinicius got a bad reputation for that, but he obviously just fancied the chances to finish it, didn't he? If you look at it there, when he clips him, he does come across him, but Hendry kind of kicks Vinicius, doesn't he? And then he goes down. Yeah, so he's very lucky. But it's just not been good enough, man. It really hasn't. I just can't see Scotland coming out in the second half and getting back into this. I really can't. I just think even if they step up a gear or two, I just think Brazil will step up another gear or two. I just think Scotland will be put out of sight. So this could be Scotland's World Cup dream over, I think, mate. Yeah, Snaky says if Scotland gets one back, it's alive. McTominay can have a moment. He could do, mate. He could do, but they got to play a shite side better than they are. Harvey Barnes missing out, says attacker number 2. Hey, listen, if Barnes was playing, he might have scored a raker by now. He might have scored a 30-yard screamer and got us back in the game.
Tell you what, just watching that go back again, Cunha does really, really well just to stretch, just to keep the ball alive there as Scotland try and play it out.
Great cross by Bruno as well, to be fair.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You got to give it to Bruno. That's a great cross. A long old night for Scotland.
Another one.
I tell you what, all these fans talking about Harvey Barnes and stuff. I can't imagine there'd be many Scotland fans who wouldn't welcome Harvey Barnes into their squad. Like I generally don't, because the Scotland fans know that they've got limited resources for players. And I don't think they would turn their back on Harvey Barnes. Yeah, McGinn needs to step up. I think McGinn's been pretty poor for McGinn. I think, to be honest with you, mate.
There was that little run before half time that he ran just after the second goal. There's the cross he put in, but other than that, he's been pretty anonymous. Like they've got to work the ball to him and get him to sit, like and hold the ball and bring in players around him. Yeah, it's him and McTominay are the two really that just have to get in the game and take control because they're the only
got to
two
get Gavin Doak. Got to get Gavin Doak free on that defender on the shoulder, and that nobody's finding that pass. Nobody's finding that pass. They just look really off it. Scotland really, really off it.
And Shankland's completely anonymous too because they just can't provide him with anything.
They might be better bringing on Shea Adams because at least he can stretch them. He's got a bit more mobility. Yeah. He's not probably as good of a finisher as Shankland, I would say, but I think he could certainly stretch the Brazilian defense because he's a workhorse. He's got a bit of pace. Oof, tell you what. Just watching some of these Brazilian chances here. If they just get this clicking, Scotland could be in real, real trouble here.
Yeah, they've had those little moments from them where you just go, if they click into gear, they'll cause problems. But the biggest thing that they've got is they've got Vinny Jr. And even when those mistakes do happen, they've got somebody that's clinical enough to put the ball in the back of the net. It's just.
Tell you what, Kelly Cates looks phenomenal, doesn't she? She's lost some timber, isn't she? Fair play to her. She looks phenomenal. Here's the Haiti and Morocco game.
I just want to see the goal. To be fair to him, that goal from Isidore was sensational.
That's a nice. The first one's a good one and all. It's a lovely little flick there by Joseph. Little back heel flick.
This is what I was saying. They gave it against. Oh, he does. He flicks it against the keeper.
It's a lovely little.
I think that's going wide.
Innovative finish. There's the Kiwi's goal. Oh, keeper's just not got a strong enough hand in that there, is he?
Yeah, he's got to do better with that.
Absolutely. Here's the.
This is just
what a fucking hit that is, mate! Wow, that is a hit and a half. That by Isidore. Wow, that is incredible, man. Look at that! What a clean strike that is. No deflection, like an arrow in the top corner. That is incredible. Here's Morocco's equaliser for 2s each. Hakimi again with the ball in the box. That is a lovely finish. It's him again.
Sabari again.
I tell you something, Newcastle should fucking look at him. He's been brilliant in this World Cup so far.
He's I think he's off to Bayern, isn't he?
We said that. We said
another one.
Didn't we? Yeah. You're right, Vincent. Yeah, the Angaz, the kid scored a screamer, the Sunderland striker. Yeah, Scotland it's not looking good, is it? So the goal difference would be -2. They wouldn't get through with that, would they? They wouldn't get through third place with that, would they?
I mean, it's got to obviously. I'm going to say the obvious thing here. It depends on what happens in the other games that happen afterwards. But even with a 2-0 defeat, if it was to stay as it is, it still leaves them in the top 8 of that group.
Yeah.
But you've got Bosnia ahead of them. Sweden would still be ahead. Algeria ahead. Paraguay ahead. Cape Verde, Belgium, DR Congo, Czech Republic, who play in the morning. Ecuador, Panama, and Senegal. Those are the 12 that are currently third.
Yeah.
And Scotland would be on 3. Cape Verde on 2, Belgium on 2. You'd probably think Belgium will get who are Belgium playing? New Zealand. So you'd expect them to win that. So that'd jump them out of third. So it's probably then Iran who are playing Egypt. So they'll be on 2 points. So they'll be ahead of them. Congo have got to play Uzbekistan. So you'd expect them to win that, really. So they'll probably jump above onto 4.
Do you think Whistler will shout, "I'm back" if he gets another goal?
Yeah, possibly. Czech Republic have got to play Mexico. I wouldn't expect them to get anything from that. Ecuador are playing Germany. So they could miss out on that. Panama wouldn't expect to get anything from the England game. Potentially Croatia win theirs. That puts them on 3.
Fucking hell. I feel like Zach Galifianakis with a math sums buzzing around my head the way you're talking about this, Mark. Just sum it up.
Yeah. I think Senegal are the other one. So Senegal have got to play Iraq, so you'd expect them to win. I mean, it only takes 3 teams then to win, and I think Scotland lose their place. So it's not going to take an awful lot. I mean, they've still got a great chance, but it doesn't take many of those teams to get the right result to knock Scotland out. I'm sorry, I've droned on for a little bit on that.
I was going to say, what did I ask you? I can't remember. You've just gone round the world.
I was on for tea or something.
You've just literally gone round the world and told me about every country that has ever existed. That shows you how mad this World Cup is, really. You're going to get yourself a coffee.
Yeah, I'll just
let it kick off and get yourself a coffee.
Let it kick off. I'll get the clock started, and then I'll grab a cuppa, and then I'll probably still be awake at about 4 a.m. at this rate.
I was going to say.
I probably need to start drinking something without caffeine in, but
I couldn't thrive without caffeine. Was that not the Botafogo shirt that they saw? Someone thought it was a Toon shirt. Wasn't that one of them?
No, the Toon shirt earlier on was the maroon and blue striped.
Well, Kieran Tierney's coming on. Who's he coming on for? One of the centre halves, probably, because they keep fucking about. Who's he coming on
dropped
for?
Dropped to 5.
Oh, he's took Andy Robertson off.
Andy Robertson.
He must be feeling something.
His age, maybe.
That's a sad state of affairs, that, isn't it, for Andy Robertson, isn't it? That's probably his last involvement, really, for his country.
Here we go with our customary 10-second countdown.
Our countdown. Here we go. No, they're getting rid of the ball. Tierney's slower than Dan Burns is attacking number 2. He's better on the ball, though. Right, so we've kicked off.
Right. Back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, go and get yourself a brew. I shall talk everybody through this this game. It's looking very, very difficult for Scotland. I just wonder how they start this half. They've got to get a goal early if they want to get back into this game. It's going to be a real tough slog. It's a big, long ball over from Gunn. It's a nice header, actually, by Shanklin. He's won that really well. McGinn on the ball. Need a bigger half from McGinn. Scotland just trying to look to switch the play. It's all just a bit slow, isn't it, for Scotland? It's all just really slow. They kind of don't seem to have any options. It's just a poor pass from Ferguson. It's a really poor pass. If Scotland are going to get back in this game, they've got to get a goal, I think, in the first 5-10 minutes of this half before Brazil turn it back on and get another one. It's a good header back by Shanklin. John McGinn pressing. Scotland want it back again, give it away. Just can't keep a hold of the ball. I feel like I'm watching Newcastle from last season at this bloody rate. Said that about England as well, didn't we, the other night? Brazil on the break here. This is what worries me here. Brazil just find that killer pass. If this goes to 3-0, it's 100% lights out for Scotland. I think it's more or less lights out now, really. But if this is 3-0, certainly in the 47th minute of the game, I think it's definitely lights out. Brazil just taking their time in the edge of the box. Good to see you all in the chat, guys. We're at 29. You're still with us. So it's fluctuated a little bit up and down, but we appreciate you all coming and joining us tonight. Not the weirdos, though, with the odd comments, but they were flicked very quickly. So Mark is back.
Were. I'm on the ball with those, actually, tonight. I like to get them out quickly.
Well, to be fair, though, we saw them. We're just... And again, if you're going to troll, at least make it funny and have a bit of crack. Gallon Doak bursting through. Oh, and look, he just nearly got there. Go on, press it, keeper, Doak. That's it. Come on. It's got a bit of pressure on there.
As he is, there's a lack of a touch with Gallon Doak, isn't there?
Yes, he's got the pace, but he doesn't have the touch, does he?
Yet. Yeah,
no,
he's going to have to work on that a little bit.
Yeah, he's only a young player, though. I think he'll get that. The more Premier League football he gets, I think the better he'll be. But again, Brazil are just kind of in second gear here, I think, really. This is what comes. If Scotland don't get themselves, I just said that when you were getting your coffee. If Scotland don't get an equaliser in the first 10 minutes, one back in the first 10 minutes, I just worry that Brazil go down the other end and get a third. That's my worry. I said, go on, Scotland, trying to find some space. It's all just kind of safe, isn't it? Nobody's looking for that pass through to break the lines.
Not to use a kind of cliche word about the Scottish, they need to be brave.
They do need to be brave. 100%.
And just take a chance. Like, it's all well and good that I know you don't want to lose too heavily because of that, but a goal changes things significantly in that race. It's
they're just a little bit too static. Scotland a little bit bunched together. Nobody seems to be making intelligent runs and trying to stretch the Brazilians here, which is why I think that Shea Adams may come on at some point here. And I know he's not a great player, but he might just stretch him. It's a decent ball over by Tierney. Good header. Oh. That's more like it, McTominay. That's more like it.
That's better. This is that.
And couldn't find a
Vincent
corner.
Said there, they've come out better this half, and it's shown they've been a little bit. Yes.
Good pressing by Tierney again. He's added some energy there, Tierney. That's probably why Robertson's been hooked, I think, because he has looked slow and he has looked tired, Robertson. It's just a shame to see a player who's been such a big player for Scotland and for Liverpool over the years just kind of be that shadow of him for his former self.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody, though. Even the best players.
Guys, when the knockout? So Saturday at 8 o'clock, I think, the round 32 game is.
I know the semi-finals are. I know the semi-finals are when I'm away again in London. So just seem to have a knack of that, don't I? So I won't be able to do it.
That's fine because England and Scotland won't be.
Well, Scotland certainly won't be there, mate. England might be there. England might be there.
I'll
just do it live from a pub on my phone. A beer garden I'll be in. I'll just get a little tripod for the phone, stick it up there, and we'll just do it there. And then just watch me slowly get drunk. That should be bags of fun. Scotland looking for the overlap here. Got to go for Gannon Doak. He's the only outlet they've really got at the minute. Slung a ball in the box. It's just all very hit and hope, isn't it, really? There's no real purpose to the pass from Scotland. Sling it in when there's one player in the box. It's got to be something very special.
Yeah.
It's just they just don't have that quality. It's a good header.
The longer it goes in, the more panicked I think that Scotland will become. It'll become a little bit more frantic, and that's where Brazil pounce.
Nice ball through. This could be 3. This is 3. Oh, it's a good save by the keeper.
Another good save.
Another good save by Angus Gunn. Vinicius knows he should have done better there. That should have been the hat-trick.
He's earned his money tonight, as Angus. He's done.
He has.
Especially after that mistake with the pass of the first one, but I can't really blame him for that. But he's had 3 really good saves now.
He's done well, given the circumstances. You can't blame him for the goals because he's been let down by his shocking defending, really. As Alan Hansen once said, his sloppy defending. It's a good switch of play there from Scotland. Yeah, crosses to nobody. We've seen that before. Says attacker number 2. We have. And that's a reminder. We'll be back covering the Newcastle games next season. Hopefully there won't be crosses to nobody. There'll be crosses to somebody. I don't know who that somebody will be. Will Asula this, right? It's a nice little pass through. Scotland just got to try and make this catch. A lovely little flick. Oh, hello, referee. Is that worth a look? No, he's told him to get up. I mean, Scotland were denied 2 blatant penalties against Morocco, but that one would have been incredibly soft. Pass back to the keeper. So, look at Angus Gunn. A little bit of but it would have been nice had it found his player, but it's just a little bit of a panic chip, really. So it was a nice bit of play by Scotland, Vincent. It was probably the best bit of play all night. They've got to take those chances, though.
Yeah.
Not going to get many in this game.
Even from the top of the stand camera angle that we've got, that didn't look like a penalty.
From the FIFA 26 angle that we've got. Switch the controllers, Mark. Make Brazil stand still, and we'll might get a goal back. Brazil just having all the time in the world to pass the ball around here on the edge of the box. Scotland are tiring a bit, I think. This little exertion of energy in the first 10 minutes.
This is what I expected of Brazil for a lot. Or will expect for a lot for this half, is them just going to take the tempo out of the game and just backwards and forwards, and just keep it.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good strike. Well held by Gunn. Yeah, Vinicius fancies this hat-trick, doesn't he? And rightly so. You know, all the other big stars have got the goals. He wants to get his name up there and likes, doesn't he, as well? If he gets a hat-trick today, that'll be him on, 4 goals? So he's got to be right up there, isn't he?
If he gets a hat-trick, that'll put him on 5 level with Messi.
Oh, of course. He scored against Haiti as well, didn't he? So he'll be on 5. Does that make him... Who's top? Mbappe? Messi's top.
Messi's got 5. Vinicius Junior's got 4. Mbappe and Haaland have both got 4.
Right, okay. I mean, that is a who's who of the best players in the world, really, isn't it? Let's get it right. Yeah. To be fair. Even though Messi's currently playing in a care home over in Miami, which is way below his level, he's still fucking mint. That's what I mean about players who belong at this level. Messi's 38 and he's still stealing the headlines. You know, these Scottish lads, good grafters, not honest lads, I'm sure, and honest players, but they haven't got the quality to hang at this level. They just haven't got it. So you've got to dig in and be plucky and try and win a game with sensible defending, or or having a low block and hitting somebody on the break. You don't win games like this by overplaying at the back and fucking around.
they're not good enough to overplay.
That's a nice bit of play there. Oh, hello, referee. What's happened there? That was a bit of a questionable one. Go on, Scotland. Back in. That's not a free kick, referee. Fuck off. That was a 50-50, man. That was a 50-50 tackle, you shithouse. Get on with it, man.
What do we think about the referees having the name on the back of their shirt? Are we for that?
Wanky,
I think it's
wanky. Fuck right off. Get in the bin.
The less you know about the referee, the less you see of them, the better. Like when they're becoming stars and this and that, I don't like it.
Yeah,
maybe it's an old person thing to be, but I don't. Your referee shouldn't be memorable.
No,
they should referee the game well, and that'd be the end of it. You would never think about them again.
You get no argument from me, mate. I think referees with names in the back is just fucking abysmal. But if they do that in the Premier League, they can fuck right off. Disgusting. I'm waiting for the hydration breaks to come in the Premier League just to get extra ad revenue in.
You see, Infantino had said that FIFA aren't making any money from the hydration breaks.
Alex, my arse. My arse. Of course they are.
Have the adverts run for them on TV channels around the world?
FIFA's always making money. Vinicius Junior through. Oh, little step boys. Fucking athlete had it back there. Well done, Gun. Well done. Yeah, FIFA's always making money.
Yeah, I mean that's all they're about. It's not about football anymore. It's all about money.
That's why the World Cup's over here, and that's why Saudi won the other World Cup. And I generally do think that's the reason why Newcastle have kind of putted along a little bit, because I think the PIF and the royal prince himself, I think they'll be more interested in sorting out the Saudi Arabian stadiums for the World Cup than they have invested in Newcastle, to be brutally honest with you, whether that be players or infrastructure. So I definitely think the Saudis having the World Cup has hurt Newcastle. They'll never admit that, but I think it has. Because they've tied a lot of money up in them stadiums.
Yeah, but I guess when they look at things being separate entities, aren't they? So it shouldn't.
Yeah, but
it shouldn't harm any of the money that's available to Newcastle.
It's all about the focus, though, isn't it?
The focus is key, though.
I don't think the focus is on Newcastle. I think they bought Newcastle to get into the Premier League. They were then slapped with all the sanctions by the Premier League because the likes of Jurgen Klopp went crying to them about the big bad Saudis going to buy all the best players, and the Saudis are playing by the rules because they don't want to breach the rules and have that shame of the financial recklessness on their Jota, and the Premier League know that. That's why they did it, but the 2030 pipeline, the project, as Vincent said, is a fucking pipe dream. The 2030 goals that the PIF have got are probably going to be achieved, as in the World Cup and everything else, but it won't be by Newcastle. Absolutely no chance. Brazil through again. Ooh, Force just fell again there. I thought I was going to be in the back of the net. Ooh. Right, I'm going to wait till I get to the hour mark, and then I'm going to have a reverse hydration break.
Oh, right.
A reverse hydration break. It's late.
That took some grey matter to work out.
Is that Gerard Butler? It is Gerard Butler. Is that Mrs. Butler?
I have no idea.
I fucking hope it is, for Gerard's sake. Might be in trouble. I mean, fair play to Gerard Butler. He's as Scottish as they come, isn't he? You know what I mean? They were talking about these fake celebrities, like that actress, was it Alex Daddario, who is stunning, by the way. My God, she's got like hypnotic eyes, isn't she? But she's wearing an England top, and she's about as English as a fucking Philly cheesesteak. Whereas at least Gerard Butler is Scottish. Yeah, Johnny Ola says Mr. Butler is a lucky man. That's what happens when you're a Hollywood movie star. I watched the movie. God,
he's been in some dross, though, to be fair.
Gaz is right. Laura Biden Citizen was a great movie. Oh, here we go. 3-0. That's it. Game over. Well, Brazil are taking the piss, so I might as well do the same. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, go and enjoy it, I guess. A bit weird, didn't it? But yeah, I mean, that's just lovely play from Bruno there to get into that forward area and just lay it off. And Scotland are done. It's just been one of those Scotland at the World Cup in the third game performances, hasn't it? It's been everything on it and come out and been flat and made mistakes and just not. They just don't deserve it. And Bruno, that was really good play from Bruno. I thought he was going to take that himself there when he got into the area. I just thought he was going to just nick that with the outside of his foot, but it's a lovely little weighted pass out to Cunha just to roll in, and that is it. That is good night Scotland. Potentially, that is them heading out. I know they currently sit in that top 8, but it gets worse. There's absolutely no way back, and the only thing I can see from this is Brazil scoring more. Yeah, another assist from Bruno. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've said this. I do think Bruno is much better playing further forward. He showed we saw that when he first signed, when he played in that much more advanced role. He was allowed to get forward because Shelvey was sat further back, and it allowed him to kind of play his natural game. Oh, that's an awful challenge on the edge of the box. It's that just outside the area. That must have been close. Teeny just playing a good ball across there and been completely wiped out. It is a nice little 1-2 from McGinn there, but whew, tell you what, the Brazilian defender's lucky there. He's just caught him just outside the area. Yeah, definitely outside the box. They've got to make. I mean, if there's any thought of getting anything out of this game, they have to put a good ball in the box and get something from this one.
I'm back. I saw that tackle. That was a nasty one, wasn't it? No, I don't think Tonali is better further forward. Shree, I don't think he's consistent enough or creative enough.
I think we seen
for that's a good shot.
That's a good save. We seen for it when he's played for Italy, when he played for certainly when he played for the Italian under 21s, he did play a more advanced role. He got into. He was more box to box than he was defensive. So
yeah, true. That's because he had a proper 6 next to him, didn't he? Which doesn't really have that at Newcastle. Yeah. Again, we'll save that talk for when Tonali does go. I definitely think Miley's got the capabilities to step into that role and do an incredible job there. It's a good ball in by Tierney. Oh, that's a nice header. Oh, it's a good save by
That's a good save.
And Scotland got nothing to lose here now. They might as well throw everything they can at this, really, because I think that's them going home, really. Yeah, Philip says Bruno's put himself in the shop window tonight. That's the worry, though, isn't it? He's got 2 years left on his deal. He's starring at the World Cup, assist after assist. Somebody might go, hey, do you know what? All the best players are leaving Newcastle. There's a really negative vibe around the club. Let's test the resolve for Bruno Guimaraes. That's the worry. I don't think he'll go this summer, but somebody might test for him in January or test for him next summer.
Yeah,
that's the worry.
It's one of those where you look at and go, well, does he want, as much as he loves the club, as much as he loves being in and around the area and stuff, there comes a point where he's going to want to play it at the highest level consistently. So you've got to be wary about the potential of him moving on because Newcastle just are not in a position at the moment to give him what he wants.
I think, as Gaz says, if we lose him, we might as well close the fucking doors. I think if a Barcelona or a Real Madrid came in for him, I think he would go. But I think they're the only teams he would go for. I don't think he would go to another English team. I think he would go abroad. So I think if one of the two big Spanish teams came in from, I think he would go, and that would worry me. You never know. These Barcelona and Real Madrid presidents, they catch an eye with a player. Like with Real Madrid, once they fancy a player, they never really go away. They always just keep an eye on that player, don't they? For years and years. And then when they want to make the move, they'll make the move. And if there's ever a time to test the resolve for the Newcastle captain, it probably is now. And I hope it's a flat no. And I hope Bruno says, no, I'm here next season. I want to get the club back into Europe. And to be fair, if he did that, if he was a huge driver in getting us back into Europe, and then he did leave for a Barca or a Real Madrid in the summer, he would go with everybody's blessing, really. Do you know what I mean? But Bruno Guimaraes has given way more for this football club than Sandro Tonali ever has, and Bruno Guimaraes wasn't banned for 10 months. So let that sink in.
He's been a driving force in an awful lot of games that
100%.
Newcastle shouldn't have got anything from this season. He's dragged them over the line in that Leeds game that was, into stoppage time. They were losing. So
absolutely.
It's.
Well, we know Bruno's worth. We know Bruno's worth. I mean, again, I'll wait until the Tonali deal is done. But as I said, the fucking 18, 19-year-old kids stepped up more when Bruno was injured than Sandro Tonali did, in the shape of Lewis Miley. A lot of our fans have got blinkers on with Sandro Tonali. He's not really kicked his own arse for a year now. So you're not losing a player who's, one of the best players in the Premier League. You're losing a player who's barely turned up for the last year, really. And if you can get 100 million quid for him, fucking take the money.
It's a little bit like Gordon, I guess. He's not done anything. I mean, Champions League aside, certainly in the Premier League, he's not done anything. And to get that amount of money is a good deal. It's strange, though. I always find it strange that a player can look that off form for so long and still command a fee like that, still be looked at by the best sides. Because if I'm looking at a player that's not, maybe he's not damn tools, but has completely lost their form. I want to see them controlling those games for that team. That's what earns you the move, not you taking your foot off and completely losing focus. That doesn't work for me at all.
No, I think the sad thing is about Tonali is a lot of that goodwill I think a lot of the fans had towards him when he came back after the ban, and he really showed the fans the player that would missed, and he said all the right things and all that stuff. He's been trying to get out of the club, since January, and we all know that. And a stronger manager wouldn't have played him. A stronger manager would have played Jacob Ramsey ahead of him and Lewis Miley ahead of him and said, "You're not playing. If you don't want to be here, you're not playing." But he played him week in, week out. I mean, when he didn't play in the derby, and I know it was that, obviously all of Eddie's press pals were trying to put the flames out and all that. But when he wasn't fit enough to play in the derby, which we were horrible at and we lost, and then all of a sudden he plays 2 games for Italy, he'd have never played for me again. He'd have never played for me again. He'd be on the bench for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I guess it's one that we saw coming.
By Bruno again for that one there, isn't it? Just watching that little bit of play there by Bruno, little flick on the outside, lovely pass. Sorry, Mark, you were saying?
No, I just lovely little move from Brad. I said when he cut inside, I thought he was just going to dink that round the goalkeeper with the outside of his foot. And the awareness to see, could you just come in from the outside then to slot it in? It's a lovely bit of play from Bruno.
Yeah. I agree with Pont Mags there, got to stop being too sentimental, emotional. All the Spotman's a Rolls Royce, Tonali's the best. You're absolutely right, Pont. You're absolutely right. As a fan base, certainly Newcastle was so quick to put these players on pedestals and then refuse to criticize them when they drop off in form. And I said this before in one of the other videos, when you do call out what you're seeing, and you say he's tailed off or he's not good enough or whatever it is, you get attacked for it and vilified for it. But the truth of the matter is, these players sometimes they just regress, and you got to challenge their place in the side. You have a good one, Graham. Thanks, buddy. He's taking the missus out for dinner. Very nice.
Very nice. We enjoy.
Hope you have a nice one, man. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Really appreciate that. We need more Grahams and less trolls in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right.
It was nice to see Ali G in a comment, though, wasn't it? And he called one of us a batty boy, wasn't it? Is you watching the Scotland game, innit? He was watching the Scotland game. I was like, fucking hell. Who still talks like that? Fuck me.
Somebody stuck in the early 2000s, isn't it?
Clearly. He says, I'm going to stop watching me and me Julie going to the shop. Jimmy's saying, absolutely, Chris. He wouldn't have played for me either massively. I think it showed Howe's weakness personally, or a major problem with the whole setup, because, call me what you want, but if he had told me he wasn't fit enough to play for me in a derby, the biggest game of the season, where we needed the points, and then I see him play 2 games fitly, I'd have fucking had him in my office as soon as he come back and said, "What the fuck's that?" I said, "What the fuck's that about?" I'd say, "You weren't fit for the derby." Yeah, and I just say, "That's you. You're on the bench." And I'd be saying to Jacob Ramsey and Lewis Miley, "You guys are in. He's out."
Yeah, I completely agree. When you get to that game, and yes, everything shouldn't be put on the derby in that regard. But for me, that's a turning point. There's the opportunity for a turning point.
Nice ball over. Oh, I thought Scotland was going to get one back there. Scott McTominay again, no surprise. He probably is the only goal threat. Yeah, sorry, Mark. I think you're right. There was a chance not just to get one over on them lot after the beat us at the Stadium of Light, but also to try and start something happening. And really, really poor by Tonali, and really poor by Howe as well, to be honest with you. And it's things like that make me doubt him as a manager. Do you think he'd pull that shit on Antonio Conte or a Jose Mourinho? I don't think so. He wouldn't get very far.
No.
Even a Pochettino. He wouldn't pull out on a Pochettino. Pochettino would fucking go through him if he did that. So
it's so strange, because we've always looked at the players playing for Howe and willing to run through walls for them. Like, they put so much effort into it. I just
Philip says scan from what
it has, it really has. Yeah.
Well, look at hell, Scotland give. Oh, here's the 3rd place rankings there, Mark. So yeah, I mean, Scotland they're in big trouble here. I just look at them teams below them. I don't think they're going to struggle to get at least a point.
Belgium, like I say, Belgium will jump, because I think they'll beat New Zealand, and then I think it's, in that regard, Iran's the other side that probably finishes 3rd there, so they will stay behind. But then there are 4 other teams, and you only need 2 of those to pick up a win, and then it's all over.
Laughing at Gaz's comment there. Imagine being a multi-millionaire and still looking as miserable as Tonali does. Now, listen, I'm not a big fan either of Mrs. Tonali wanting to go down to London to get better handbags, but you got to throw into the fact that that's his missus as well. I mean, Christ, if you can't smile when that's your missus, fuck me, something's seriously wrong, because she is a worldie.
Yeah, he does have a
miserable look about him.
A very stony face, doesn't he? He very rarely looks happy.
No, I was listening to I was listening to True Faith earlier, and one of the lads said, if he does go to Spurs, I hope he gets booed to fuck when we play them, which I thought was great. I hope he gets proper booed. If he goes to Spurs, of all places, I hope the Newcastle fans give him what for. And if the club try and put out that gushy bollocks, social media videos, thank you, Sandro, wish you well, and all that, you know what will happen? The vitriol will be in the comments to that will be immeasurable. But these people, certainly the people doing the club media as well, I haven't got a fucking clue, man. I haven't got a clue, man.
It's one for kind of keeping good sort of face with some of the ex-players and things like that.
Yeah,
but when you've got a player that's
Oh.
done that, it's a good header back across goal.
I did laugh as well. I haven't watched it, but there's a thing with the club where it's like a game show thing. And if that's not a sad indictment where Newcastle are as a club, right? I don't know what is. So they've got like a game show thing. And it's Asula and Alanga on one side as players versus legends. And the legends are Paul Dummett and I think it's Ryan Taylor. Now, if you stop me in the street and said to me, name me a Newcastle United legend, that's a good head of that. Name me a Newcastle United legend, Paul Dummett and Ryan Taylor would not be in my top 7, probably.
No.
I'd go Alan Shearer. I'd go Peter Beardsley. I'd go Shay Given. Who else would I go? I'd even go Steve Harper over them two, to be honest with you, given how long he was at the club for. I'd go Rob Lee. I'd go Gary Speed, Les Ferdinand, Keith Gillespie, David Ginola, Nobby Solano. You know, I wouldn't get anywhere near them two. You know, that just shows you the kind of shit they're coming out with, really.
Yeah. There comes a point where you've just named every player that's just played for Newcastle. So.
Yeah. Neymar's coming on. Well, he'll get a goal. He'll get a fucking goal. Neymar over Hendrick again, yeah. And Hendrick's definitely shagged Ancelotti's granddaughter or something, isn't he? He's definitely done something like.
I don't know what he's done wrong. I genuinely don't understand what he's done
wrong. Paul
says
top 7 or 70, Chris. Absolutely, aye. Oh, Morocco beating Haiti 3-2. It's a good strike, that.
Oh.
Really good strike. Well, yeah, you need to get a yellow card. The top nearly came off. This is just Neymar getting a testimonial out, and this is nice little bit of play there. Foul on there. Is that McTominay? I know. It's John McGinn. God, Scotland have been shit tonight, really, haven't they? This Brazil team ain't all that, like.
No. When you talk about leaving everything out on the pitch to do it, they really haven't. They've not. It's you don't want to go gung ho, but honestly,
Adam's saying Dummett was the fastest man in the Prem one season. Was that the fastest man at the treatment table? Was it, Adam? Or was that was that a walking football season that he played? Was it? It's not like I like Dummett as a lad, right? You know, he never let the club down, right? But legend's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Yeah. I think there's a level for legend, isn't there? And I'm not entirely sure Paul Dummett reaches that marker.
Well, exactly,
it's
man.
Brazilian again.
Oh,
it's another good save.
Angus Gunn's done all right. Angus Gunn's had a good game. Yeah, 3-0 he has. Done all right, hasn't he? But yeah, the club just seems, Newcastle just seems in a proper state, doesn't it, at the minute, off the pitch. You know, the lack of communication between the fans and the board. You know, the lack of confidence in the transfers, and players wanting out rather than players wanting in. Just everything just seems to be crumbling at the seams, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gone from saying we want to be number 1 by 2030 to saying we want to be the next Brighton and Bournemouth.
I go back to that, and I still maintain it's great to have that ambition. But you've got to stop talking about that in public.
Yeah, you got to stop saying it. Well, it's just because it comes back and haunts you, doesn't it?
It is reading the room, and attack number 2 put in before about Son Nicholas II reading the room better than Newcastle do. You've got to look at it and go, what's going on at the moment, and stop that line. I get it. It's great to have that ambition. If you don't have a number attached to it, it's almost meaningless. I understand that point that he was making when he said it, but when what's on the field is failing at that moment in time, you can't keep peddling this line because we can't see that in front of us. We can't see that mentality on the field. So you've got to keep that for yourselves, keep that for the club. Let the get the club running better in the now. Like it's there's so much that they could have said this season, as opposed to peddling that line again and again and again. And they didn't. They haven't communicated well. It's been really from my point of view, that's been poor.
Jimmy says, "What are you worrying about? We're monitoring players." Is that another goal? Oh, it nearly was. I did laugh. We did a funny little AI edit from the famous banner that says, "We don't demand a team that wins. We just demand a club that tries." And I changed it to a club that monitors, because that's basically all Newcastle do. Monitor FC. A couple of subs from Scotland here. Ryan Christie and who's number 24?
Is that Anthony Ralston?
Oh, Hackney. Is it a Hickey? Is it Hickey? Gavin Doak coming off. Patterson coming off. I think it might be Hickey. Is it Hickey? Oh, no, it's Ralston.
Yeah, Ralston.
Yeah.
It
doesn't really matter a fuck, really. They could bring on Begbie and fucking Renton from Trainspot, and it still would make a fucking difference in this game, because they're miles out of it. Miles out of it. Could bring on David Tennant, the Crankies. You can resurrect Sean Connery. Anything you want, it still wouldn't get a fucking goal in this game.
Hey, Hendrick is on the field.
Oh my God. He's let him out his cage. He's going to get the fourth, isn't he? Hendrick's getting the fourth.
Just be the way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and Hendrick's getting the fourth here. Like, Scotland driving forward. Not bad. Oh, referee, does he give a free kick? Is he? Just have a shot, man. Just have a shot. I'd have a shot from here. Why not? Fuck it. You might as well. If you get a shot here and it goes in the back of the net, then you've got instant legend status, haven't you, really, even though you lost the game? Yeah. Remember that free kick he scored against Brazil at the World Cup? Yeah, see, another 28 years, Scotland says, Adam. It seems to be that way, mate, doesn't it? Seems to be that way. I mean, to be fair, Scotland under Steve Clarke, they have got to a lot more tournaments, so you got to give it to him. He's definitely progressed in that regard, but I'm not sure how much longer we'll have left as the Scotland manager, Steve Clarke. You'll get the Euros, I think, but I'm not sure I'll get much longer than that. They're not queuing up for the Scotland job, though, are they, really?
No, I can't. There's just there isn't that group of managers that you would go, yeah, I can see one of those taking the job. There just isn't there. I think
probably David Moyes when he's done at Everton, but he might be too old by then, I think.
Yeah. Would he work at international level?
I don't think he would, Moyes. I think he's. Oof. Again, I think he'd be too old, mate. Fucking hell, let's just hope.
Yeah, probably.
Attacker number 2 said Robert the Bruce good for a run out, you reckon? You had me worried there. I thought you meant Steve Bruce for the Scotland job. Well, you know, I didn't get a cap for England, but I'll be the Scotland manager. I love haggis and bacon. That would just be the lowest of the low for Scotland if fucking Steve Bruce was the manager. Holy fuck. Wow.
It's kind of the... it's funny, isn't it? Because did he go and... No, it's McLaren that went and managed... Was it Jamaica?
He was, yes. McLaren was the Jamaican manager.
When he ended up with his horrifically bad accent that he tried to talk with. Which isn't the first time for him, to be fair.
No. He's a man of many accents, is Steve, isn't he? But I did remember seeing him with the Jamaican team, and honestly, I actually thought it was the new series of Idiot Abroad. That's what I thought it was. But yeah, it was a very weird appointment, that. So, I mean, I was surprised Allardyce or Pardew haven't popped up at an international job, but I think they're just quite happy collecting their money and being pundits and popping on weird betting sponsored podcasts these days, aren't they? Them lot.
Yeah, but Allardyce still, I assume, still thinks he could manage Real Madrid.
Oh, I'd imagine so. I mean, I think the whole break glass for Sam Allardyce panic appears to have gone from the Premier League
I'm
now, doesn't
so
it?
happy that's gone.
Me too. I'm really glad.
I think was it the West Brom one when he came in to save them and they still got relegated. I think at that point everybody went, "This doesn't work anymore."
I think that was the end of the road for old Sam Allardyce, I think. Yeah, Newcastle.
You do have less dinosaurs around.
I keep saying Newcastle, right? Because this team's getting comfortably beaten. I'm so used to saying that about Newcastle last season. Scotland look dead on their feet. Dead on their feet. They really do. Ooh. I would just top it off for me if Gabriel scored.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Bad enough. Bad enough getting smashed. That wanker scores.
Well, Morocco have got a 4th.
Well, it's definitely a good night for Haiti, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's them gone. I think Scotland will be swiftly after them, mate.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be long for the tournament. The way that it looks.
No. I don't think that's Brooklyn Beckham in the crowd with him, Mark. I think that's the other son, isn't it? That Romeo or something, or Cruz, is it? One of the two. I don't think Brooklyn Beckham's speaking to him, is he? Which is quite sad, really, in many ways, for them as a family.
I could not have told you all their names.
Yes, you could. Get away.
I genuinely couldn't. I know his daughter's called Harper, and I would have got Brooklyn, but I couldn't have named the other two.
That's because you are the most unplugged popular culture man that I know. It's not Football Manager.
Does it happen on a grass pitch? No, I'm not bothered.
You're not bothered.
If it's football, I'm with it. If it's not, I don't care.
Is this one of the Fletchers coming on? Just little Fletcher coming on? Could be.
Curtis.
I thought it was one of the Fletchers.
25 is Finley Curtis.
Finley Curtis. It's a very middle-class name, isn't it?
Off of Kilmarnock.
Finley Curtis sounds like he plays cello, doesn't he? In a private school. Finley Curtis. Oh. Vinicius is trying to play a 1-2 with nobody. Oh. In Scotland, they're still trying to do something here, and they play for a little bit of pride, but they've been comfortably beaten tonight. Comfortably beaten. I mean, they'll have a great party, by the way. The Tartan Army and the Brazilians, that'll be some party, not to miss that. They'll be all getting pissed together and having a great old time, because two great fan bases, Brazil and Scotland. You know, there'll be no animosity between any of them.
No, not at all. And I was listening to stuff that they were talking earlier on, and when they come together, there's like this great friendship between them, because of like they both like to party, they both like to enjoy themselves.
I think we're going to start singing Venga Boys there.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Shea Adams. I'm surprised he's waited this long for Shea Adams, to be honest with you. Don't know what he's saving him for. There won't be any other games after this, I don't think. I can't see Scotland staying in that third place pot. I just don't think they will.
No, it's
4.39 XG for Brazil. Grim. Wow. That is terrifying, isn't it? That is terrifying. Ryan Christie getting booked minutes after being introduced. It's about right for Ryan Christie, isn't it?
It's weird for them as well, because they're gonna. I'm just thinking about this, that despite the result where you'd go, well, this could potentially put them out, they're gonna have to hang around until Saturday at the very least to wait to see if they keep
if they're in the mix.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the Scots will have a great old time. They'll be seeing the sides in America and, you know, topping up that luscious lobster tan that they've got, mate, and they'll have a grand old time.
The ketchup tan.
Yeah, was this 5-2? Yeah, this could be 5. Is that 5?
Oh, yeah.
5-2 for Morocco now, is it?
No, that's just the fourth.
Was that the fourth? That the fourth one? Yeah. Thought it was the fifth one there. Scotland 21 crosses and no goals. Very Newcastle. Marcus says moving to LA was a huge mistake. It's where I was raised, sadly. Oh, well. I don't know, mate. I think any city's got good parts and bad parts about it, hasn't it? No matter where you live. You could live in the most affluent city in the world and it would still be rough in some parts. There's the Shankland coming off. He looks fucked, Shankland, to be fair. John McGinn's coming off as well. Look at disappointment in John McGinn's eyes.
Yeah, not been his night at all, really, has it?
It's
nice.
Nice.
Another one where he huffed and puffed, but just at this level, it is kind of the lack of quality is
it shows you up. It shows you up, Mark. If you're you know, you can be a really good, you know, a steady Premier League player, a steady, you know, player in Serie A or, you know, the Scottish Premier League or whatever, being the title winning side or title chasing side. This is next level stuff. This is next level. This is the creme de la creme, the best of the best. And if you're not good enough to be at this level, it just shows. There's nowhere to hide.
I mean, it sorts out the again. I'm going to cliche it. It sorts out the men and the boys, doesn't it? Because I'm
going to change your name to Gail. Gail Cliche. Remember Gail Cliche played for Arsenal and City.
He was on one of the panels the other day. Is it
BBC? He was on BBC. Yeah, he was on the BBC. Yeah. My dad wasn't very complimentary about him. Said he was shite. He said him and Olivier Giroud. My dad said he couldn't understand what they were saying. And I said, well, to be fair to Olivier Giroud, I said he's the most French-sounding man in the world, and he's a very handsome motherfucker. So I don't think people have to understand what he's saying. He just mumbles something in French, and ladies probably just follow him out the door.
I was going to break into the old Joey Tribbiani French there.
Tout de la fruit. Brilliant. Before Duolingo, there was Joey Tribbiani. Gotta love it. Tout de la fruit. I still love that gif. Good job, little buddy. I still always do that when somebody gives praise for no reason. I'm pretty sure I've used that for like Dan Burn before last season. Or Jacob Murphy, who just gets praised for smiling, smiling and waving. You know, what else does he do but smile and wave? What's he actually done? Not a lot. But we love him. He's a great character. Yeah, Giroud was a nightmare. He always scored against us, didn't he? Remember that mint goal he scored with that great build-up play with Jack Wilshere and all that? He scored that back heel.
Oh,
Giroud.
Scorpion kick, yeah.
What a goal that was, man. Fucking superb. He was good pals with Cabaye and Debussy, wasn't he? I bet you them three did some damage when they played for a little together, didn't they? Going out on that nights out, them three. I bet you they're like a fucking boy band, weren't they?
Was it Giroud that scored the second goal against England in the World Cup?
I think it was.
It was Chouameni scored the first and Giroud got the second, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. There's little collection of handsome French bastards, wasn't there? Cabaye, Giroud, Debussy. They were all in and around that.
Ginola,
yes. Ginola was way before those boys. I'll tell you something. This might be controversial. I think I said this before. Yohan Cabaye, better player than Sandro Tonali. With ease.
Cabaye was a crack player. He really
better
was
player than Sandro Tonali. We've still got 39 in the chat. Let me know what you think, Newcastle fans. Was Cabaye a better player than Sandro Tonali? Was for me.
I think he's output-wise, definitely. I don't think there's an argument there. I think if Tonali was staying, there was time. There's time yet to say, but in terms of if Tonali does go, then yeah, I'd probably agree with you there.
When he goes, yeah, Gaz agrees with me 100%. Yeah, he's a Gateshead Bonnie lad. Yeah, that was there again. Yeah, Kabay was another one who said the grass was greener, and defo better than Tonali. Vincent says Kabay was a beast, proper deep line midfielder. Yeah, Jimmy agrees. I still remember Kabay as well. Obviously that mint free kick against Man U. One of the things I remember the most as well about him was when he won the ball deep and then he hit a beautiful through pass to Cisse, who buried it against Stoke. And I can't remember the last time I saw Tonali do that.
Oh, that probably should have been it.
Should have been a goal, that. And McTominay's tried.
Yeah.
He's the only one who's the only one looked like he's got anywhere near, which isn't surprising because he's the only one who's probably up at this level. I think that's not me saying he's world class, but he's a big player in a big league for a big team, so he's got more chance of him standing up and delivering in this game than others. Ooh, Vinicius Jr. trying to walk in the back of the net.
And that will be that.
Yeah.
Right, that's the 6 minutes up.
That's it. Bo says Kabay could do it all. Free kicks a lot and try to shaft us as well, to be fair. He really did. He absolutely did. Yeah, Gaz was at Old Trafford when he scored that winner. I remember that was the first time I beat them for 25 years, wasn't it? Tiote's header to Kabay, then he scored. I mean, them two are mint in midfield. They were class in midfield together, them two. I like that about Kabay because we called him the dream ball, but he was a nasty little bastard, flying into tackles and sticking it on people, wasn't he? He was a right nasty little fucker, wasn't he?
He didn't hold back. He properly put himself for a player that could be so kind of elegant with the ball at times. He was a nasty piece of work. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, weird enough, a kind of a player that we could do it right now is a Hatem Ben Arfa, out of nowhere, just a player that could just unlock doors. Remember when we first signed him after he broke his leg? Before he broke his leg, he scored that goal at Everton. We just dropped the shoulder and rifled one in the top corner. And then obviously, even when he come back after his broken leg, he wasn't the same player, but he was still class. That's Scotland done. I think that could be them done in more ways than one, Mark, to be honest with you. I don't think Scotland are going to have more World Cup action in the 2026 World Cup. Andy Robertson looks heartbroken now. But he's limping as well. Yeah, he's done, Robertson. Don Carlo.
He's just a cool dude, isn't he?
He's just class, and he's just minting. He's absolutely minting. John McGinn. Class act there, John McGinn.
You can tell who Leo supports, can't you? It's Kabay, the lad that used to play under Alan Pardew. Yes.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. It was when Graham Carr went over to France and came back with a bus full of really good players. I still remember Sissoko, man. I remember we signed Sissoko for $3 million, and his debut against Chelsea, and he just outstripped Ashley Cole for pace. You were like, well, who the fuck is this kid? I thought we signed the next Yaya Toure. I was so excited about how good he was.
Ridiculous at times, didn't he?
He looked so good. He looked so
35,
good.
He went to Spurs.
35, he went to Spurs when we went down, and then Genie went to Liverpool, didn't he, for 25 or something? He was class and all when Yalden was signing. This is the thing. Even when we were a shit club fighting relegation, we still managed to go out and sign these really good players from French and Eredivisie and stuff like that, and we just seem to have drifted away from that as a club, which is disappointing.
Wasn't Genie the one that wasn't good for all occasions? He could only play at home.
Only invisible in away games. Yeah. To be fair, how does hate technical flair? It's Sunita FC. Big, strong enough to turn him on. Yeah, guys, you're right. Remy was class when he was on loan. I loved Remy, but he broke my heart when he went to Chelsea, the shit house. But he was great on loan. He really was.
Never is that all that? It's another one. Never love a lone player. You said it last night.
Never love a lone player. Never do. No. But to be fair, I mean, as I say, we'll get all across the Newcastle transfer news. Looking at Scotland fans here, we'll look all across the Newcastle transfer news as we get close to pre-season. Obviously, the window really opens up. But them Scotland fans, God bless them, they spend a lot of money to get out there. I feel bad for them having to watch that tonight because they've been absolutely just walked over by Brazil. I mean, they'll always support the players of Tartan Army, the most fierce, loyal fans you'll possibly ever come across on an international level.
Yeah, I mean, if only the players were as good as the fans. Like
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Roberto Carlos with his
I
gold phone.
Who does he think he is, Tony Stark?
No aliens, you're right, Fost. No aliens. That crazy fortune teller or psychic, didn't she? She was going to be aliens coming.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she did, didn't she? She did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's what happened to the Scotland side. They were all abducted and replaced by like doppelgangers.
Possibly that, yeah, like reptilians. They might have moved a bit better if they were. To be fair, like
certainly in the humidity.
Yeah, I'm not reading that comment. Funny, but I'm not reading it. But yeah,
well done, Johnny Ola.
Yeah, very funny, very funny. But that's yeah, it's a funny one. It's a funny one. I mean, Scotland have got to kind of, I suppose, stay. I'm not stay in their lane's the wrong word, but they've got to understand who they are. They've got to the World Cup through grit and fight and determination. You look at how shit Sweden have been in their qualifying campaign. They don't deserve to be at the World Cup, really. They're almost on a technicality because they finished high in the Europa League or Euro League or whatever the fuck it was called, or Nations League.
The Nations League.
That's it. But Scotland, worked on nuts off to qualify. And they had heart and fight and desire and all that. But that'll only take you so far. When you get into these competitions and you're drawing against teams like Brazil and Morocco, you've got to have a bit of quality as well, And yeah, they're just not. They just haven't got it.
There has to be, I guess for them, we've lost the days of the world class Scottish players coming through, or there being that quality. There just aren't any. I mean, we talked about this earlier when we were offline. Dalglish was the last truly world class Scotland player, and you've gone through. I mean, Ali was decent, like as a striker. I wouldn't say he was world class, but he was a properly good centre forward. And then that spell of players like, I mean, James McFadden was good, but he wasn't that good. And there's that run through the 2000s where there was just nothing. There's nothing at all, and Scottish football's fallen off. And
yeah,
they're just something wrong that they're just not producing any players. Those players aren't getting the chances that they once did.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be coming back soon, Paul, because pre-season isn't too far away, mate. So only a couple of more weeks, and then we'll be back. We'll be back with what's going on. Don't worry about that, mate. And there is a lot of talk about, and not good stuff either. To be brutally honest with you, tune in for the video. It should be out at some point tomorrow, Mark. My walk and talk video? We'll cover a lot. Covered a lot of stuff in there. So
it is partially done. I was going to try maybe to get it done before I go to bed tonight, so that hopefully will be out some point in the morning, maybe lunchtime tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool.
So keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I don't fancy Scotland's chances of any more games in this World Cup, really. Yeah, so there's the ranking. So they're currently sitting in 6th. You got Cape Verde and Belgium below them on 2 points. The Czech Republic on 1 point, DR Congo on 1, Ecuador on 1, Senegal on none. So, yeah, I mean, definitely the teams below Belgium, definitely they'll go up. Czech Republic might go up as well. That'll probably bump Scotland underneath the 8th anyway, I'd imagine. So,
yeah, I'm just looking at the others. I was just looking at Paraguay and Algeria just to see if they lost, then the goal difference would change. Algeria are playing Austria, so you kind of fancy Austria to win that. If they win by a couple of goals, that puts them with worse goal difference. And Paraguay play Australia, so that could be anything based on the first couple of games. So, but Yeah, so I think we've got a little time to wait before we're sure that Scotland have either got a place in this last 32 or are going home.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, they're just Scotland are 6-4 to qualify for the bookies. They're just trying to take drunk Scottish people's money, I think, mate, to be fair. John McGinn talking. He'll be disappointed, John McGinn, I think, but he'll be trying to stay positive. But yeah, they're now going to have to rely on other teams to keep themselves in that top 8. But I just don't think that'll happen.
He looks gutted, doesn't he?
Rightly so. But to be fair, he's not showed up tonight, John McGinn. He's been disappointing tonight. He really has. As has Scott McTominay.
I know it's a tough ask. They're not a bad side, are they, at all? But they're not the Brazil that we've known before. There were moments Scotland had that they should have done better with, and they had chances. I don't think they believed that they could do it. They just lacked that. They lacked that belief in themselves to go. We can go toe to toe with these for the game, but
yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, we had that conversation before. Come on, if you look at the Wales team, a lot of parallels between Wales and Scotland in terms of that grit, that determination, that togetherness. That obviously Gary Speed, God rest his soul, put in place, and Chris Coleman continued on. But Wales had something Scotland have not had since Kenny Dalglish, and that was a world-class player in Gareth Bale who carried them over the line on so many occasions. And, and that's teams like Scotland and Ireland, they need a world-class player. They need somebody who can just sort it out. Ireland had obviously Robbie Keane and Roy Keane together at one point, and they were two excellent players. A lot of people would say Roy Keane was world class, but Gareth Bale most certainly was world class, and Aaron Ramsey was very, very good, very, very good. They obviously had a couple of other players in the mix, and they had Bellas and stuff like that as well. But he was coming towards the end of his time when Bale was breaking in. But that's what Scotland need. They need somebody just with that star quality. And McTominay's on the screen here now. He's really gone out and do good things since being flicked by Man United. But is he world class? No. He's just a really good, solid player, but he's not world class. And I think that's where Scotland are never going to go anywhere until they get something like that.
No, they need to tighten up that back line. They need. I mean, Gunn played well tonight, but he's not overly convincing at times. Just making that back line solid. Just play to your strengths in that. Don't try and fuck around with it like they did at the start of the first half, because that's what got them into mistakes into trouble, because they made those mistakes because they're trying to do things that they are just not capable of doing at this level.
It's funny. Scotland's best success really might very well be trying to get those players who are really, really good players, but might just never break in that England setup, and trying to tie them up and get them in early, get them capped, get them in, get them up, and then you've got them. Do you know what I mean? Like your Harvey Barneses, and your if you think about when Kevin Nolan played with Newcastle and was getting 15 goals a season in the Premier League, but couldn't get ahead of Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. And rightly so. They're the kind of players Scotland probably need to go and target and get into their setup, really. But it's difficult. It's tough because, a lot of these lads will fancy their chances to have a go with England. I mean, certainly centre-forward-wise, if you look at centre-forward, I mean, I think the England centre-forward role is up for grabs. If a good young English centre-forward appears on the scene in the next year or two, they could pretty much be England's number 9. If you think about when like Owen broke through and Rooney broke through and all, they could walk into the England setup, because Kane won't last forever. I'd be shocked if Kane's even the Euros will probably be Kane's last out as an England player, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he has another World Cup in him. So you've got Euros at most, and there isn't anybody else. I mean, even the ones that are there now, the age of that front line that they've taken with them. Watkins is 29.
Spring chicken. Tony's 30, isn't he? Tony 30 yet?
I think Tony's 30. Yeah, he's just turned 30 in March. See, Watkins is actually 30 now as well. So
there you go.
32, 33. So none of those are going to really be they're not going to be at the next World Cup, which means we don't have a striker in the group at the moment that's going to be there.
The only one I think that stands out, and it's a huge if, is if Liam Delap can get a move which gets him regular football, he starts scoring goals. That'll be the only one who can maybe come in, because Liam Delap's 23.
I guess there's probably a few of the younger ones that are knocking around the 21
there'll be some breaking through
stuff
soon
like
enough. Yeah.
But for me, Delap, as much as I think he's a good player, he's 23 now. Like, I don't see him improving to a level where he takes over the mantle from Harry Kane. I think he becomes a solid Premier League player, but we need, as an England side, we need to replace Kane. We need world class in that position. So we've got to be looking at the development of one of the younger players. Chris, are you still there, or have you appear to have frozen? It's just Chris looking pensive right now. He's staring off into space. So it is just me. Oh, he's back again.
I was just texting saying, man, and that's just crashed there. My Sky went off and everything there. So
I'm busy talking. You were looking as if you were watching the game, and there was just just look into the distance from you, like, wait, he's frozen.
Yeah, I was literally going to. I was grabbing my phone and just texting saying my internet has gone down. But I think we're pretty much wrapped up anyway, mate. To be fair, because it's 1:15 in the morning. We've just watched. Yeah, I do my best Zoolander post, says Vincent. Yeah, my blue steel. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the watch along. They're very, very late in the UK. I don't know where it is, wherever you guys are in the world, different time zones, obviously. But we really appreciate the support and the interactions and everything else that goes along with these live shows. Bad night for Scotland, probably unsurprising in many ways, but we thought they'd put up a better fight than that. But it looks like their World Cup dream could be over. But we've got a couple more World Cup watch-alongs to bang through as well. And obviously a lot of Newcastle United news, videos and opinions are going to start coming out a lot more, because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in Newcastle. Not great stuff, but still stuff that needs talking about. So remember to like and subscribe. Keep it evermore. Hype the video. Ring the bell so you don't miss any content. Thanks again for joining us on this watch-along, because we know there's other channels who do this really well that are on at the same time. So we appreciate all the love you guys have given us in the chat. Have a cracking evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Go get some sleep if you're in the UK and you're knackered. Have a belter. We'll see you later. Cheers.
See you guys. Take care.
Celebrate. They have done it.